I'll just put the away screen up while we're waiting for Sin. So hopefully they're alive. Mm. Although I do have the other cam set up. Let's see. Nope, that one's messed up too. What the hell? I specifically set it this way for a reason.
Where is Dark Theme?
Sorry, I love her so much. She's the best.
She's a good dog.
She's my
Good
baby.
dog need love.
My puppo. My pie.
Alright, what's going on with the cameras? Okay, so that one's good.
Oh.
This one.
I'm not actually getting up.
No.
I'm not actually getting up. I'm doing the opposite of that.
There.
Also, I have a kid that I tutor, and that got moved to after the stream today, just to let you know. So
okay. What time do you need to be?
8.
Okay, so just try not to run long again.
Yeah, I know to schedule things. I don't schedule things after this until 8, when I know I can kind of safely make a departure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries. I only say try not to run long again because we've been running long for a couple sessions.
Yes, no,
it's like
I know I should be able to schedule things maybe a little earlier than that, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I like to be safe. So,
no worries.
I don't want to be a thing to schedule around.
No worries.
Did you have the away thing up? Because the away thing's not up.
It's not up. I'm trying to set the cameras up for when we have only.
Just making sure.
Yep, I have 2 camera setups for when Sin is not here and when Sin is here, because I don't want to delay the game. So when they come in, I can flip it over and hopefully it doesn't. Or it is set up properly. So hi everyone, here we are. We're the Princes of the Universe. I have not logged into Roll20 yet, which I said I was going to do. So thankfully there was no porn on that screen. Kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, that being said,
porn is allowed.
Porn is allowed, just not on the screen.
Just not on the stream. For instance, I have several porn tabs open.
Listen, Twitch is just a definition of a autonomous body movement during lewd. It's fine. It's a Twitch.
Whoa.
They made the entire, website off of lewds. It's fine. What do you think a Tumblr is?
God.
I don't even want to guess. I'm gonna do the smart thing and open everyone's character sheets up early.
It's when you're both a little too aggressive and you roll off the bed and tumble to the floor. It's called a tumbler.
Oof. The old tumble.
That has actually happened to me a few times.
Yeah, you're notorious for breaking beds.
I break beds. I fall off of them. Beds just don't like me.
All right, we're taking it to the floor next time. Got it.
Got it. Fuck yeah. Let's get fucking absolutely animalistic.
Yeah. That being said, with all of this wonderful innuendo, HelloFresh, please don't look too deeply into it and deem us
their recipes have cucumbers in it. It's fine.
If you need fuel to continue your physical activities, look to HelloFresh.
The new barbarian class in 5e, the bed breaker. It's a new thing.
It's an improvised weapon.
Look too much. It's an improvised.
Absolutely.
Listen, the best thing about HelloFresh is they always give you a little goodie. Sometimes I've gotten a can of Red Bull. Sometimes I've gotten a little extra special dessert. They could just send you a condom if your recipe has a cucumber in it.
Do they actually send you extra stuff?
Yeah.
What? That's amazing.
I love that.
That's so cool. Yo, HelloFresh, please send us stuff.
Sometimes it's a little gift card. Sometimes it's something actual. Sometimes it's a cheese set. It's cute little stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's honest. True story. If we're shilling HelloFresh right now, I've never used it myself, but I've been tempted because my friend Max, actually on Diesel Shot, used it and got several months worth of really legit good food, and couldn't stop raving about it.
Believe me, I'm not a shill for them, but they're literally the reason I got into cooking, and I have the recipe cards forever, so it's I can just buy the stuff myself and make the recipes there forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
Like when I heard Zonas when I heard Party Web Games got like sponsored by them, I was like, oh shit, I know that brand. That's a really good brand. Like, damn, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm, and also not to mention another sponsor, because that's one of their things that I can't mention. The difference in the price difference between HelloFresh and this other food company that had previously sponsored us. Their meal plan, I noticed just from looking at it, is significantly better priced as well. And I think looking at 3 meals for 2 people with the current 70% off that was just linked in the chat, it came down to like $40. So it's like,
That's
oh,
awesome.
like 3 meals for that much. Wow.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's cheaper than
because it's
that.
not pre-prepped. You have to do a little bit of work, but it's cooking. You know, if you enjoy cooking, then whatever, it's fine.
Well, the nice
And
thing
honestly,
is they at
having
least-
sorry.
I was gonna say the nice thing is, like, especially in Germany, like there's a lot of ingredients that I can't find that easily. So the fact that they just bring it to the door, and it's like I don't have to sit there and wonder, well, where the hell do I get this vegetable? I've never seen it.
What is this
Like, it's
vegetable?
just in the box. I'm
What
good.
is
Yeah,
what
and
is a
also, like-
carrot?
Yeah, potato. Kinda
Never
almost.
heard of this.
The Germans
Also,
never
if-
hearing of potato. Hilarious.
God, that would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
have-
like you're probably talking about like bok choy and
Mhm.
Thai basil and stuff, though.
Yeah,
which
like very
honestly
specific
would be one of the
stuff.
reasons I couldn't. I would struggle to live in Europe because most of the food I eat is Asian, and the fact that I live next to an Asian grocer is I don't know if they have the same kind of ubiquity of Asian grocers that we do in at least like the East Coast where I live. Like I don't know. Would I be able to find the Napa cabbage that I eat 3 times daily? Like
There are a couple, like at least where I live, there's some really nice variety grocery stores. Like I can walk in and get like spices from Iran, Pakistan, Taiwan. Like they do, like they have a good spread of like different regional spices and vegetables and such, but you do kind of have to really
look for it. Yeah. The wild mushroom situation would be fun though. I feel like they probably have good mushrooms.
Release the mushrooms. All right, I feel like we have stalled long enough. Shay, why don't you get us started?
Hello, everyone. I am Shay. I think your mic is picking me up too.
Normal. It happens.
I don't hear an echo, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. It actually sounds really crisp and clear and lovely to me.
Fantastic.
All right.
But I'm also not listening to the stream, so it could be different.
Yeah. Sorry. So, hello, everyone. I'm Shay. I'm the dungeon mistress today, the storyteller, whatever you want to call it. But I am running a Things from the Flood campaign by Free League Publishing. This is pretty much my favorite tabletop game, set in an alternate 90s reality in which technology took a different turn. Everything is based off of technology developed from the particle accelerator, but things went wrong. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and get into the principles of the flood, everyone, because I like to do that before
You cut out.
I'm going to go ahead and get into the principles of the flood because I like to do that before each session.
Also, hey, hun,
Yes.
adjust your camera because it's cutting off the lower half of your face. Or maybe you were just leaning in close.
That do
Let's see.
happen.
That do happen. I'm just trying to figure out which
Let's
is it.
see. Oh,
Please don't
I have
cut
to
off
wait
Shay's
for the
face.
delay. There we go.
Yeah, that looks good. If you're gonna
Looks
stay
good.
right there, that's perfect.
I do want to get a different camera so that mine isn't zoomed so much.
Add it to the Christmas list.
Oh, I know. Sorry, give me just a second.
Oh,
Shit, sorry.
somebody just exploded.
Nah,
It's
my
bad.
camera
Got it.
does that sometimes.
That's all right.
Really, like,
There we go.
still up to snuff.
All right, there we go. So, principles from the flood, everybody. Number one, everything changes, everything falls apart. The technology that was supposed to bring about a utopian future never arrived, and things are breaking down and rotting away and rusting and generally not functioning as it should have. Number two, everyday life is full of demands, boredom, and conflict. You all are just regular teens. You're not superheroes or D&D heroes or anything. You're just regular people. You have school. You have work. You have everyday teen drama. Number three, the mysteries are exciting but dangerous, and only you can stop them. For whatever reason, you all are put into the situation where you get to resolve a mystery either because no one believes you, or you're the only ones that are capable of dealing with it, or everybody else is occupied, etc., etc. You are neither kids nor adults. You are teenagers. You are that awkward in between. You don't have the responsibilities of an adult, nor do you have the safety net of a child. Number five, the game is played scene by scene, much like a movie or a TV show, or a book. It's very narrative. And speaking of narrative, number six, the world is described collaboratively. Everybody gets to add narration to this game, add features, things to the scenes. While I may have the final say in everything that happens, this is as very much described collaboratively. On that note, please remember your X cards. This game can potentially, not that it's going to happen, but can potentially touch on some very dark themes. So if something gets a little too heavy for you, slap down that X card and we'll pause immediately and talk about how to work around it. Same for the audience. If a scene makes you uncomfortable, feel free to step away and return when it's over. From here, I would like everybody to go around, introduce themselves and who they're playing today, and what is your character's favorite animal?
Oh boy.
Well, hi, I'm Rin. I will be playing Astrid, the Motorhead. Astrid's favorite animal would have to be the narwhal.
Yes, I'll go next. I'm Douglas93. I am playing Joanne Campbell, the Lone Wolf. And Joe's favorite animal is Binks, the cat.
Good old Binks.
Was it really going to be anything else?
No, it makes sense. It's Binks. Good old Binks.
Okay. My name is Zanus, and I'm playing Jermaine Elliott, the Truth Seeker. And you know what? I'm just gonna go with one of my favorite animals, the fruit bat.
Ooh.
Oh, so cute!
That's very good. Yeah, I can dig it.
Horrible. I wish I could have one as a pet, but it's literally like life endangering to have them in captivity. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just look at you and be adorable.
As long as you and I are so similar. I love bats. Well, that threw me for a loop. Now I don't know what my character's favorite animal is.
The party animal.
That's because they're on Bacardi bottles, but now I gotta think. I think she likes foxes. Hi, everybody. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long. I'm playing Tracy, the party animal. And I think this party animal's favorite animal is she likes dogs, she likes cats, but really, I think the fusion of the two of them, a fox, is her favorite animal. She probably likes oh god, she likes fennec foxes. She's basic.
It's the 90s, so people still haven't discovered them yet. So you're
True,
actually
true.
revolutionary.
Oh yeah, I'm revolutionary, aka she found a very early furry forum and learned of their existence.
They're the best though, because...
the proto furries.
Oh god, they're the best though because they can still borf, but they can also land on their feet.
You know what's a weird and interesting piece of history that I learned while not being a furry. Furries are not a new thing. They have documented pictures of fursuits from the 1800s that people would wear for the same.
I believe it.
For the same reason. And the worst part is they look better than they do now. Because they look more authentic and not that like over hyper anime cartoony version. And so it's like
hunting was a really big sport back then. You'd get the whole country club together and you'd go hunting. What do you do with all the pelts and
yeah? And then you
if we want to get real, people have been worshiping and dressing up as animals,
Oh yeah, for
forever.
Eras.
Exactly. I'm dressing up as a beast right now.
Yeah,
I'm dressing up as a human right now.
It's true. This isn't my true skin. We're all lizard people on the inside.
I did not get that memo. I'll break.
HelloFresh, come on, keep that on the DL for a minute.
Yeah, they can't know about our lizard peopleness. Oof, big oofs.
So who wants to say what happened last time?
Let me find my notes. Okay.
I remember the first half. I'm sure something happened in the second half. I don't remember what it was.
So I believe we were all escorted home by Astrid's incredibly lovely driving skills.
Yeah.
We all went on kind of our own evenings. Jermaine asked her father about possible animal attacks due to the news from the principal talking about something lurking around the school. Tracy has been working a lot harder at the diner now as both a distraction and sort of a hope, I believe, to get in contact with V, considering V's mother worked there as well, but not really coming to fruition. Joe has still been hanging around with Perthulu, seemingly rather everyday normal thing. Upon everybody finishing up their evening at home, we all reconvened at school the next day. I believe it was a rather normal-ish day until after school when we went to go check out the school ground, the baseball field, and found. I'd like to say I've seen Lego sets with more pieces or less pieces than what was left of the janitor in the baseball field.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got torn to
shreds, you say?
I'm all too upset.
Beat me to it.
God. Yeah, and we through some investigating and some sneaking, we managed to find plating and tubing that was part of a what was it, a breathing, like a prosthetic or pacemaker, and
Some kind of cybernetic part. You haven't. You were able to determine it was some kind of cybernetic part, but not as to its function. You would need time to study it.
Gotcha. Where is Lydia?
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, we all noticed Jo, in her evening, had managed to find a glimpse of a larger version, potentially, of that creature that we had witnessed in the first episode. Believing that was what attacked the poor janitor of the school, we managed to find the little one again, and for some reason have now placed it into Astrid's van and are fucking off right now.
Yeah, we made an interesting decision.
It's
Nice.
rooted in logic. If we
Get
bring
it the fuck
baby
away from the school.
Yeah, bring the baby away, Mama might go the fuck away. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure.
I mean, Joe's whole plan is essentially quarantine zone, open door, bye-bye, woo!
Yeet.
Go, 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 go.
Please didn't drive away, quick.
Episode 3's title is Monster Mash Me Outside.
Love it.
Sounds kinky. Anyway.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah.
So I feel like the camera kind of zooms back in with everybody in the vehicle. You have all scooped up this tiny little critter, offered it a hamburger. It ate most of it and is now just kind of like picking at the meaty parts. But you have this tiny little crawler in here with you, 3 eye stalks, and 3 tongues, just nibbling as you all drive away. Most of you probably in the back, 2 seats in the front. Obviously, Astra's driving. Is there anybody else in the front seat?
I will take the front seat since me and Astrid had a little powwow, so I feel a little more cozy being in the front seat with her.
Okay. So the rest of you, Joe and Tracy, you are in the back with this little critter. Astrid, where are you taking everyone?
Well, the plan is to go into the quarantine zone, so I don't think I can use my card again already. That might raise some suspicions. But I also did. Everybody pretty much was like, "Oh, she can get us in; it'll be fine." And now it's just like, "Oh crap!" Now I gotta.
Joe didn't know that. Joe just was like, let's get to the quarantine zone. You did a riff.
Somebody, it was Courtney. Courtney had told you guys that she could get into the quarantine zone.
Courtney told Tracy, not Joe.
Yes, but the suggestion was made to go into the quarantine zone because of the information that was known. And so,
yes, I don't think we're going to push you to. I mean, obviously make your decision, but
yeah, no, it's more of she's trying to figure out how to get into the quarantine zone because that was where we decided to go, without having to go that way. So I think she does know a back route in as well. So she might try to sneak the van in through the off-roading route.
All right.
Do we have oh shit bars in this van?
Oh shit, bars.
Just
Maybe.
You got the side seats and.
sorry. Did you say you wanted a bar in the van? I've got some.
There's a cooler in the back there if you're thirsty.
Oh wow, lit. You have ice. Rad.
Again, I was going to say there is probably no ice, but it is melted and cold.
Opens it. Oh. Well, it's still colder than mine.
I'm just having Jermaine resist the temptation to be just beyond socially awkward. Like if somebody didn't know you any better, they'd say you'd had a drinking problem trying to forget some really traumatic experiences.
I just entertain often. It's people enjoy
Yeah.
having drinks. It's fine.
I would like a drive check or give me
Move
a
body.
Yeah, move body with a +2 for.
Oh
using
yeah,
your
let's see if I
parent.
can open my character sheet.
All right. Move. Sweet van. +2.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I already did it. 2 successes.
Just do a sick barrel roll.
Yeah.
2 success.
Like, what is this van capable of, and what is it made of?
Plutonium.
Plutonium. Is unobtainium really hard to obtain?
It's got 5,000 bruh power.
All right. So, you may, with that bonus, you may impress someone or remain undetected.
Who wants to be impressed by my sweet moves? Where the fuck is my things from the flood book? There we go.
Well, what does being impressed entail?
Or you can bank a +1 die on a later roll relating to this one.
I think for this one I'll bank it.
Okay.
Yeah, quarantine zone might want to have some bonus rolls for that.
Yeah. The not being seen would be kind of helpful, but then we avoid getting into trouble, and we don't want that.
Yeah, pain and suffering, pain and suffering.
So, on that note, there's a brief moment where the camera cuts from everybody in the vehicle, and we see like a kind of like a digital visual, kind of like a camera would be, or I guess. I get like Terminator view is the best thing I can think of, where it's just like following the van, and there's like a little dot with a line that starts reading everything.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Maybe. But this visual just kind of like follows the van for a little bit before cutting back to everyone inside. As Tracy goes to open the cooler, the crawler, having finished his meal, kind of like skitters up and kind of like peeks his head over. One eye stalk turns to Tracy, staring at her.
Ooh. Hey there, buddy.
Is there water? It might be thirsty.
Yeah, that's actually a good thought.
Oh yeah. There's water down there. You can just.
I fish around, find like Poland Springs bottle or something. Pull it out. Does somebody want to do the honors?
Yeah, I'll get her.
Thanks.
So you crack open this bottle of water, and this crawler kind of like sidles up next to you. And 3 tongues kind of like lick out, tasting the air.
Yeah, just gotta like tilt and squeeze the bottle a little bit so the water's like just on the lip of the mouth of the bottle. So it can actually just kind of lick it.
You
Yeah,
should maybe mark that as the alien water. Not for consumption by us.
Yeah.
Not to be squeamish or anything, but you know.
And this little creature does kind of like lean forward, and its little tongues all like hide inside this bottle and start licking up the water.
Well, that's a good sign. Doesn't crave blood.
It reminds me of a weird hummingbird.
Jermaine just turns to Astrid. It might not crave blood, but the human body is 72% water.
Don't tell.
Not
it
helping.
that. Don't tell that to the creature.
Jermaine is not here to be a comfort to anybody at all.
I'm actively trying to reduce that percentage, she says, drinking hard liquor.
You're doing a fantastic job. I'm willing to bet you are about 43% water.
Thank you. The pain in my head can attest to the truth that you speak.
Please just don't overdo it. I don't know if we have more plots at the graveyard right now.
Not planning on getting there anytime soon, friend.
We've just had a lot of teenagers like show up at the place for alcohol poisoning, just so you know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff. You see a lot of weird signs that you can kind of pick out on people who are still alive. Aggressively looks at Joe.
Huh. Interesting.
You can read a lot about a person's lifestyle after you've seen enough dead bodies.
You are a font of wisdom, Adams.
Joe's not sure if she's being called out or if Tracy's being called out at the moment.
I'm sure someone's getting called out.
Called out.
Just like Adams, I am an agent of chaos.
Once it finishes drinking from the bottle, this crawler does crawl into Joanne's lap and just kind of settles there.
Joe's gonna go step for a moment, like, okay, just gonna relax and just. It's just like Binks, but it's not my Binks. Just gently pet it with your fingertips.
Jermaine's gonna turn towards the back and look at Joanne with the magic 8-ball and be like, "Want to ask if we should name it?"
Sure.
Do we name it?
Most definitely.
Just points it out. Your choice, Jojo.
Okay.
Well, we could name it after Licky Tongue the Pokemon.
That is true. Pokemon has started to blow up by now.
It's the Pokey
Yeah, thank goodness there's only a single generation worth of them.
There's only 151 right now.
Yeah, thank goodness there's only 151. I feel like there's already so many names to remember. Good thing they don't,
never.
Good thing they're not
Sure,
planning.
like a tongue works.
Please don't copyright strike us, Nintendo.
Oh no, they found us.
Yeah, Lickaboo. There we go.
Lickaboo?
Lickaboo. That's cute. I like it.
Makes its little chirping sounds.
Name is officially Lickaboo in my notes.
Alrighty. Fascinating.
I should actually write that down too.
Oh, great. That means he's going to be sticking around for a while.
Oh, good golly gosh.
Good golly gosh.
Do you
Also,
think
just
this
like a
thing-
true Eldritch deity, the cat image that I keep telling OBS to save does not save.
Is that more like the Eldritch God or just a regular cat?
Both.
So do you think this thing actually came from the quarantine zone?
It's going to be very awkward leaving it there if it didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, where else could it have come from?
I've been to the quarantine zone before and I've not seen...
I've been to the quarantine zone before and I've not seen anything like this either. Fuck, everything I've seen in the quarantine zone is nothing like I've seen outside of it.
Well, there was that giant crab hand thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going off of. It's about the closest thing I've seen. Not that it's at all similar.
Joe's gonna shrug.
It's our best bet. I mean, it can't stay near the school. We need a new janitor, thanks to it's probably Mama.
I mean, yeah. That was a person
Yeah.
that got killed by its parent, I'm assuming. We're assuming. So like, yeah, no, we gotta move it somewhere. And look, if nothing else, the quarantine zone doesn't have a lot of people there. It can do whatever the fuck it wants there if it wants.
Yeah, it just less
Maybe
likely
it'll
to hurt
fight
somebody.
Robot Overlord tries to emerge from the murk, you know? Let them fight. Like Godzilla and Mothra in the Japanese movie Godzilla and Mothra.
King Ghidorah's the best one.
Yeah, that's
the one with the 3 heads, right?
I was about to ask. Yeah, I think so.
It is.
I like, I really like the really trippy one where it's like the mud person that comes out of the polluted area. I think that's like really relevant to like ecological concerns and stuff. Anyway. Yeah, no, if we drop it off in the quarantine zone, whether it came from there or not, no more skin off of our back. Our hands are clean of it.
Yeah, we'll be not responsible for whatever happens after that point.
And it'd be easier for his mother to find there. Less likely to murder someone too.
Hey, I would like Joe to give me an empathy roll.
Damn it.
Fuck this up, we're all gonna die.
2
3 successes.
Oh, 2. Okay. So, I'm going to let you know that as each person is talking, you do notice at least one of the eye stalks turns to whoever is speaking. This little crawler seems to be. I don't think listening is not the right word, but
Following
like
conversation to an extent.
yeah, it's showing a level of curiosity that you wouldn't expect to find in like a bug.
So it's comprehending, or
It's learning.
It's not comprehending.
The sound waves
It's-
are hitting its little carapace, and he's like, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yeah, it's paying attention, if not comprehending.
Oh.
It may not understand you, but it's attentive.
So, Tracy,
Mhm.
you're talking about this big thing you saw in the quarantine zone. I'm worried about just leaving this little guy in the wrong hands.
What do you
Like-
mean the wrong hands? Like, there's no hands in the quarantine zone except, I guess, like, the goons that work at the at fixing up the Loop Foundation, and there's not that many actively there at the moment, if memory serves.
Well, I don't know. You and Joe have apparently seen a lot of stuff in there, and I don't know. This little thing just seems like it. I almost feel guilty leaving it there, especially if there's some giant hand crab or like. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say. This shouldn't be our problem. And it is. We've got the damn thing in our car because who the fuck else would deal with it? But I think it's safest there. I mean, who's gonna come looking for it there? If it was being hunted by the Men in Black, we've totally taken them off the trail too.
We have to assume that it's its natural environment, because where else would this thing have come from? And if that's the case, we're putting it back where it belongs, and its mother will not be in town. I mean, we can't worry about keeping the town safe and then also worry about if this is the wrong decision, because we don't know. We should focus on making sure that our people are safe.
I know. And Jermaine's just gonna be like eyeing the 8-ball, and I just don't have confidence in a lot of my own decisions. And what if we bring it there and it dies, and then the mom goes rampagey? We'd be the last thing it smelled.
That would be terrifying. We could leave it somewhere away from the black water with some food, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we
also is it producing any like secretions? Do you guys see anything? Is it like dripping or anything?
Is my lap dry?
Yes. Maybe we can gather some of the drippy stuff, and presumably maybe the mom works off smell like other animals, and we could leave a little trail for it to go find the damn thing.
It hasn't peed on Joe, so.
Well, if it does, gather that shit up.
Chelsea just want me to take my pants off.
I wish the context were better, but we can we can safely assume that is a correct assumption to be handled another time.
What does this back entrance look like?
God, I need a drink.
The back entrance would be... It probably would have started off as like a camping trail, and has since been... It's one of the more neglected areas. It's a little off the beaten path and likely very easily missed for a little while, and then there's like a turn that goes down just a forested path for a long while. It was probably deemed too inconvenient for regular people to go out of their way to get into, so it just kind of was overtaken by nature on its sides, except for this little dirt path. And she probably has to go like just incredibly slow through the area because of it starting to become overgrown, and it's like headlights off and just driving very slow.
So as you draw closer to this entrance, the nature kind of reclaiming a lot of the area around it, vines and roots kind of breaking through asphalt, and you do see perhaps what was a gate, and if Astrid has used this path before, probably every now and then has to pull the vines off of the gate in order to open it, just to keep it from getting stuck.
Yeah.
But easy enough. You come to this entrance here.
This it?
This is it. It's not much, but it's a way to get through without anyone noticing.
All right.
I'll pop out the door and just fix everything.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out through the windows. Or does the back have a window out to the outside world?
The back doors would have a window, and there would be like the side slidey door that also has a window, but it's a little harder to see into because it has the paint decal over it, but you can see through it from the interior. So it's on the slidey door is on the right side with the passenger seat. So there's the two front doors, slidey door, and then the back doors open out double side.
Well, I'm keeping an eye out on our 6, as it were, and trying to just make sure that this is all going to go as smoothly as we hope it will.
Would you like to make a roll?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I am actually able to use my character sheet for once.
Hey.
Let's see. I'm not great at any of the things that this probably is going to involve. So what does this kind of seem like to you?
Probably an investigate. I think.
Well, scheisse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna re-roll that. I have like 0 investigate skill. It would be an absolute waste.
All right. So I think for this, as the camera kind of focuses on Tracy for a little bit, we see her kind of like staring out the back window, trying to make sure that everyone's relatively safe. But then the camera cuts again, and again we're in this kind of like digital vision again, where we see that somewhat red tinted screen as it's watching the vehicle, and the door kind of slides open. And the moment someone steps out, another little blip appears and reads variable. Who steps out?
I definitely stepped out.
Astrid would step out the other side as well.
All right.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to open the door so she can usher it out.
All right. So you all step out. This crawler kind of like perks up a little bit.
Time for a walk. Time to go for a walk, like Boo. Come on.
All right. It follows. It skitters off your lap, and as everyone steps out, and does kind of like lean down and hit, and as it gets on the ground, starts to follow you all.
All right, I step out last then with my gun in hand, not in the purse anymore.
Oh,
When there's a moment where it's kind of like skittering along, and then one of its eye stalks kind of folds over backwards. And when it sees you holding the gun, I'm gonna say Joe notices this most because of the empathy roll. This critter immediately curls into a ball.
Trace, put away.
What? You're saying that it knows what a gun is?
Seems like it.
All right, I'm putting it back in my purse then.
The little roly-poly thing cracks open slightly, and an eye stalk pokes out.
Yeah, just gonna lean down to at the shell. Like, it's gone. You're safe. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Sorry about that kind of gesture. Not for you. Not for you.
Slowly begins to uncurl again.
Getting the jeebies. I feel like this thing can understand what we're saying.
I don't know if it understands us, but at the very least knows we're communicating, I think.
That much is obvious. I mean, did you see the way its eye stalks were moving between people talking?
Safe to say it's a smart creature.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey Adams, I have some pretty good faith that this thing will survive out here. It's smarter than it looks. Which isn't saying much because it looks like a slug, but you know, smart.
Hey, fair enough. So do we just, if it understands us, do we just tell it to shoot, or
Oh
is
God.
there
I didn't
maybe
think about
somewhere
this.
we can just drop them off? Maybe not out in the open.
You have to go and find some place with a bit of trees that you can kind of hide in.
Yeah. And we should mark it so that we can find our way back if we need to. I'll handle that. I say breaking out a Swiss Army knife from the camping gear that we had before.
Well, I feel like I know this area relatively well. I could probably sneak around here, just plop them off in some coverage, and make my way back here.
Best not to go alone. Joe's actually going to look up for like any weird birds or anything like that around.
Ooh, good point.
Oh, the one-eyed stalkers.
Why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation?
Investigation. 2 successes.
Cool.
2 successes.
So much better than me.
You may ask 3 questions, such as, what is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get into, out of, or past something? What threats can I perceive here, and where is it?
So, I think the first thing you want to do is, what is hidden here and where is it?
Another gun. Another gun.
Just another gun.
Hell
Guns,
yeah.
guns for everyone.
RPGs become a looter shooter. Let's go.
I will say... there is... You don't notice any of those weird one-eyed teeth birds, but I will say you notice on the other side of this fence, there's a path that seems like it was purposefully hidden off of the dirt road that leads into the quarantine zone. Very similarly overgrown. Of course, on the other side of the quarantine zone, on the other side of the fence, this path leads into very thick vegetation and brush that just kind of disappears into a much denser and much darker part of the woods on the other side.
Sorry, which side is this on?
In the quarantine zone. Other side of the fence right now.
Looks like there's a path that's kind of hidden on the other side of the fence. What threats can I perceive here?
What threats can you perceive here? I'm gonna say the camera cuts again to this red tinted digital screen, and as these like little labels are appearing on every moving person, everybody it sees is listed as just a variable, except for the crawler, which is listed as target. And then
So this is where Joe gets a shiver down the spine.
And then the little labels saying variable over each of you starts to change since you're with this this crawler, and changes from variable to witness. And
That's
then
not good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say you notice this just as something on the other, something behind the van, kind of hidden in the woods. You see just a red light starting to shine in your direction.
That's not good.
Nope.
Would you like to ask your third question before before I continue with that?
Before you die, do you have any other questions?
How can
I not die?
What weaknesses does it have?
That would be an empathy roll.
Fuck.
how can we get away from it safely? Or past it safely?
There's a van right there.
I
Get in the fucking van.
When
back
in doubt-
inside.
When
Oh,
in
boy.
doubt, heal out.
Back inside. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I we're about to get into trouble. So I'm going to
Fuck yes.
I'm going to declare the stakes. First things first. Stakes are
With a term like witness being used, I would assume life and death.
yes, it needs to cover this up, and you have something. You have a little critter with you that you're not supposed to have.
We were just gonna let it go. Then decided to come up be creepy and attacking.
You saw it though. So
I
yes,
see a lot of things.
I see a lot of things. So yes, you are in danger. You are in physical peril right now. Threat level, I'm gonna say, is the middle one, which is extremely difficult. So 4 times the number of successes for teams. So you're gonna need. We have 4 of you here right now, so 16 total.
Oof.
Now you all get to make a plan.
Okay. Well, Tracy's got a gun. Yeah. So I've leveled up a bit in the force body department. So I think I'm gonna try using that. It's one worse than lead, but at the moment I don't think Tracy's in a leadery headspace. She's kind of got the cowboy mindset right now.
All right.
So that's what she's doing.
So you will make a force body roll with your with a plus 2 for having a freaking gun. Did I give it a plus 2 or a plus 3 last time?
I thought it was
giving
plus
it +3.
2. Oh,
Plus-
plus 3? Okay.
The guns were getting +3 because it's a gun.
It's a gun.
Nice.
You,
Well, that's
you
two
just
successes.
you just have limited uses. What is everyone else doing?
I'll go last, but I will get back to the car and get it ready to get us out of here.
All right. So
I'll
that
get the
will
thingy
be-
inside the car. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'll say that it'll be a move body from Astrid, and I will say a plus 2 for using the car. How about Joe and Jermaine?
Get Lickaboo inside the van.
That would also be a move body, I think.
Don't suppose I can convince you for force body because I'm carrying it in there.
Against its will.
mean, Tracy does have the gun out again, so it might not want to move.
The ability to lift heavy things, fight and endure physically demanding situations.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Body or force.
My force is fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably not then. Okay. Oof,
I would
sounds
say
good then.
Wimbot.
What was Tracy specifically doing again?
She's shooting at the thing.
Did you flash the because you mentioned you had a knife, right?
Oh yeah, I'm. If you wanted to go ahead, I probably would have handed that off to you when we were having that conversation.
Okay, because I think what I want to do is
I very, very intentionally was going to do that. I don't think I actually explicitly said it though. But
that's fine. Because I think what I want to do is sneak the knife and sneak as close as I can between the van and some kind of coverage, and be able to either strike or wound whatever is coming up and have a straight shot to the van in case it starts moving.
oh
You
man,
wanna
you're
fight.
ballsy.
What was that, Shay?
So you want to fight.
I want to be prepared to fight. I want to be as sneaky as possible. I want to go rogue. I want to go sneak attack. I want to be primed with a strike if need be, or just be primed to, sneak back into the van if that's the.
So just remember, with these trouble actions, we have to be doing proactive stuff, not reactive.
Okay, then I will choose to.
Yeah, if you want to tangle with this thing, it will be a force body. If you want to quickly, get yourself or others hidden in the van without this thing without being in immediate danger, then I would say that's a sneak.
All right, I will use sneak to get everybody into the van with being as unnoticed as possible.
Okay. I will say see how it goes. Okay, so we have the plan. So what happens from here? Joe, you notice this thing. You quickly point it out and shout back in the van. Just as very quickly, something drops out of the tree as these red lights from a pair of what looks like eyes, where a person's eyes would be. As this figure starts rushing forward, everyone notices that it's partially mechanical. There is a metal plate over the face, 2 red circles where eyes would be. Part of the metal plate, where part of the jaw and neck would be, is missing. And there are some exposed tubings where you can see skin underneath. There is also exposed skin around certain parts of the joints, and then metal plates covering those. Whatever this thing is, it's not entirely mechanical. But this cybernetic monstrosity begins to rush forward. And there's one other thing you notice. There is blood, old blood, up its arms and legs. So, we had a force body from the gunshot. Do you want to push? 2 successes there.
Yep, I think I will. I'm pushing scared on this one. Holy fuck. Let's do that again, though. That's, well, it's gonna have 3 more dice. Let's hope one of these is a 6. Alright, so that's 1 more success for being scared.
Alright. You are at a total of 3 successes. So the gunshot goes off, and you do a little bit of damage on this cyborg as the bullet punches through one of the exposed parts. Also have Jermaine, go ahead and give me that sneak roll.
Alright, come on, Jermaine. Ugh. 1. Okay.
You want to push?
Yes, I will. I'll push exhausted, because this will probably be an exhausting endeavor. Come on, baby. Well, 2.
2 successes. You're up to 5. So Jermaine kind of like runs around the other side of the van. You start kind of ushering the others in. Joe being one of the first to head towards. I would like the move body from Joe.
1 success.
You want to push?
Is this trouble in stages or all at once?
This we can do in stages. However, you do need to, in order to succeed, you do need at least half. If you get less than half the number of successes needed, then everybody takes a scar.
So if you push, you are rolling 4 die. Right?
Yes.
I'll take scared. And push. Another success.
Okay.
All right, that brings you up to 7. And then finally, Astrid, you jump in the driver's side, you start the vehicle. Go ahead and give me a move body with that +2.
There's going to be just a quick honk of the horn saying, "Get in, losers, we're getting the fuck out of here." 2 successes.
2 successes. Would you like to push? You are at 9 now, so you're over that halfway point.
Yes, I will push. I'll mark Skurd. And so we'll do, with 2 successes, that cuts it down. I'll just do a move body without the sweet van included. 1 more success.
All right, you're at 10. So, going into the second phase, this cyborg gets shot, and then everybody rushes into the vehicle. The bullet doesn't seem to phase this thing as far as aim goes. It doesn't flinch. It keeps running. But you do see a spray of what looks like some kind of black oily goop and blood, and it continues to rush. But everybody jumps into the car immediately afterwards. This crawler immediately balls up into a little roly-poly shell. It armadillos into a ball. Immediately at the sound of the gunshot, and then which direction do you drive?
With 2 successes, she is expertly driving this van in reverse.
Okay. So there's a moment where as this thing reaches you and you're backing up, the van does get like jostled a little bit by some impact on the side of the vehicle, but you start backing up, and the cyborg is just full on running as you're facing it, chasing you down. You are making distance because it's a vehicle, and you are full speed backing up, but it's not relenting. So this thing is still chasing you down. There is, while it's running, one arm does lift up, and there is a series of tubes that pop up on various sides of the arm, and it is aiming directly at the vehicle.
No, it's gonna attack with the internet.
Yeah. Hey, phase 2. You all need 6 successes. This thing is getting ready to shoot at you.
More defensive driving.
All right. So we will have.
I'm going to, being inside of a car, now I'm going to lead. I'm going to be like, move, right there. There's an opening. I'm looking out the back, honestly. Like, I'm literally looking out the back, and I'm literally backseat driving, but you're going in reverse. So, it's actually advantageous somehow.
Yeah, it's super helpful. Love it.
And, I'm also, directing other people to do stuff in the cabin. Yeah, fucking A.
All right. Do you want to push?
Yeah, I'm gonna push that. I'm exhausted now. This sucks.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Sure.
You.
Not that much of a leader right now.
So this is where the drawback to using lead comes in, and we've never actually done this before. When you fail a lead roll, you take another condition.
We are not having a great night. I'm injured now.
So
I hit a bump.
Yeah, a bump gets hit. The overgrown roads are not well suited to full speed driving here. But you tumble over, hitting the side of the van as you fall. But you do give some direction to backing up.
You know what? I would love to assert that I had a small glass bottle of alcohol in my purse, and that shatters and breaks all over my hand.
Okay.
I'm actively bleeding now.
All right. So with that, who wants to go next?
Joe will go next because the idea that's probably not a good one. So Joe remembers how she summoned Berthulu once. And she wants to summon the mama. Did Jermaine have the knife in her hand?
Yeah, I still have the knife.
Yep. Joe's just gonna swipe her hand out just to cut her palm, place it on the back of Lickaboo, and just kind of try to focus like she's practiced with Banks. These when she looked through the other world. Remember the feeling she had when she actually called him to her when the ice cream incident, and used the creature as a sort of focus to find Mama and have it come here and just stand on the android.
Give me a contact.
Shit, does the creature count as a +2 as the brain wants to think word that's like bridge but not a bridge as
I will allow it.
Just gonna use sketchbook as the creature tag. One success.
It only rolled twice.
Did. I have 2 hearts. And 0 contact. Okay, yeah, that's because I have 2 conditions.
Okay. Would you like to push for a 1 dice roll?
Yeah, then I've heard of it. Damn it.
Almost. So you are at
We
We're
need
at
5 more.
11. Yeah, you're at 11 right now. Still need Jermaine and Astrid.
I'll do my defensive driving now.
All right.
I have an idea. It feels convoluted.
1 success.
Oh, you also have the one forward from before.
Oh, I do.
Everyone hold.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
you do have that. Please.
Boom! Thank you. Good.
Bam!
Good
All
call.
right.
Clutch.
Good remember.
Would you like to
Pun
push?
intended.
No, I'll stick with the 2.
All right. So you're at 13 now. 3 more to go. What would Jermaine like to do? What convoluted thing do you have in mind?
This is literally my best shot because it's my second highest stat. I would like to comprehend watching this thing's movement because I'm assuming I notice that this thing is part human, or there's flesh to it in some way, and I know the human body, and I'd like to be able to comprehend if there's like a weird step in one of its ligaments, if there's something that I can notice that I can tell Astrid to swerve in a way to get this thing off balance or something.
Let me see. This would be an empathize, not comprehend. Because you're picking out you would be picking out the weakness of this thing.
Pro, yeah. I was just hoping to find the right piece of information. Alright, I'll try the empathize, it's the only thing I can do. Alright,
Would you
I
like to
will
push?
push scared. Please, Jermaine, come on. 1.
You are 2 away. Who has the most amount of
I have 2 right now.
Conditions? I have
Conditions, yeah.
4.
I have 3.
I guess I thought we were closer to succeeding than this. I can push my drive roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I thought we were we were in a better spot than we were.
No, we are not in a good spot.
Okay, so I would be rolling. I'll take injured as well. Just say that I banged my head or something on a bump. And then I had 2 successes. Just do this. Nope. Okay.
Okay.
Now. So I have 3 now.
All right. Well, Tracy, you are at 4 conditions, and
Yep.
because you have the most conditions, you are about to take broken and scarred. So you do not have a scar, I don't believe. So
Nope. Here's
You
to
are-
having the first.
yeah. So this thing kind of levels its arm. Jermaine, you see that when it lifts its arm, it is a little bit more off balance. You give that point to have the vehicle turn. Joanne, you're trying to summon something. I think in this moment, there's that brief moment where time kind of like slows down and we're watching the vehicle kind of turn backwards as Jermaine kind of points out that off balance motion of this thing trying to run at you while aiming. And 4 shots do fire out of these barrels coming out of this thing's arm as it just kind of transformed into some kind of projectile gun. For Joanne, it's not the mama that you summon. You have cut your hand. You tried to focus. You're trying to attract something's attention. And there is a moment briefly where you feel the cold rush of sensation of what it's like on the other side, and there is something, just the sensation of hands on your body, one hand going to grip where the wound is on yours, and you feel them over top, and you have the feeling of being watched by something that isn't there. And after that instant passes, you see... Actually, anyone who's watching this android would see a cat leaps out of the tree and lands on this thing's face, batting at it before
Amazing.
rushing off into the underbrush again. And this is enough to keep this cyborg from aiming properly, but it starts to stagger. Some shots do go off. Tracy, what do you want your scar to be?
Is there a list of them?
It's basically you work with me to decide on what it is. You could, if you want, you could get shot by this thing before it tumbles over. You could have a nasty cut from the broken glass. You can it can be an emotional scar, a physical scar, whatever you want. Now keep in mind that whatever this scar is, going forward, scars are both good and bad to have. The more scars you have, the more likely it is that you'll get taken out of the game. Right now, this is your first one, so there's no chance of you getting taken out of the game. But you can also utilize this scar as a free success at some point during this mystery.
Okay. So, feelings of hopelessness and inadequacy, would that suffice?
Yeah, you can use that.
Like, I failed to accomplish anything to help this group, and I'm definitely not living up to, my own personal standards of being useful kind of deal.
Scar of the Tormented, it's all happening again.
Exactly, like, I thought I was done with this shit. It's happening again, and I am worse now, somehow, kind of feeling,
Yeah, so while that may not be true, this is how Tracy feels right now, and that emotional scar kind of takes hold. Now, keep in mind, sometime during this mystery, if you want to use that scar for a free success, you tell me how you utilize that scar for that success, and it is one automatic success. And if it's done in a self-sacrificing kind of way, you can potentially heal that scar at the end of the mystery, not before.
All right. Okay. And I'm assuming that takes me off all my conditions, or am I wrong about that?
You are still broken and scarred right now.
Fuck me.
You still need to get with your anchors to heal up, as it were.
I'm going to Arby's tonight.
Yep. So this machine kind of like tumbles over, having not even been able to register. And I think on its vision, it's digital. The red tinted screen is just a blur comes over it, and there's like the scrambling of a computer screen briefly as the shots go wide, missing the van entirely. As the van pulls off and away, and as it stands up, we just see like a little mark that says scanning. And then the camera cuts back to everyone else driving away.
Driving away.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Is the thing gone?
Hey, Trace, how you holding?
She's holding her hand with her head with her bleeding hand, and she moves it off, and you see the blood on her face, and she looks up at you, and she says, "Can't do this again. Can't do this again."
Jermaine's going to leap out of the front seat and go in front of Tracy, dig through her bag. She's got gauze, tape, tweezers, such like that. And just kneel down slowly in front of Tracy, not to spook or anything. She's like, Tracy, hey, look up. You alright?
No, I'm not fucking alright.
I know you're not okay. I want you to talk to me though. Can I see your hand?
She, like, without looking, just kind of hands you her hand.
And just slow movements, methodical, nothing like quick. And
Yeah, if you need some alcohol to rub it off. Disinfect, I mean.
Thank you. You're resourceful, you know that?
Sure.
Keep looking at me. It's alright. Okay. Talk to me.
How's she looking back there? Is she alright?
I'm cleaning the wound.
Fine.
It's not too deep or anything.
Good. We wouldn't want to have to amputate. You look better with two.
Fortunately, the cut from the glass is not going to be is not the scar here. It's treatable, and you can clean that out. That place.
This is treatable.
The scar is treatable. The wound is not. Or vice versa, but
It's the scars we carry on the inside.
I just want to like slowly just hold, like as I finish the gauze, like just hold Tracy's hand. I just want to look like Jermaine has a weird look. She does have that social awkwardness to her look generally, but I want to look at Tracy very like calm and sincere, because I know when I see somebody that's just dead on the inside. I
and pickling.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm like, okay, she might be broken in the head right now, and I'm pretty sure her liver might be failing. I'm just gonna.
Oh, that was normal. She came that way when we found her.
There is
pre-existing condition.
Yep.
Oh no! Don't say that. Even my parents
Joe.
can't help with pre-existing conditions.
The little curled up crawler in your lap begins to uncurl again, and one eye stalk looks to you to focus on Tracy right now, and it slowly uncurls the rest of the way, and like a concerned dog, this thing skitters up to her and just rests its head with all three stalks staring up at her on her knee.
Oh, don't make me like you. Fucking dog brain slug. God damn it.
Yeah, it's not really giving us a choice.
No, it's not. And
Damn you for being so
at least
cute.
it's better than the thing out there. fuck? God damn it.
Fucking
Well, we're
Terminators.
wrapped up in this again. We're wrapped up in this fucking mess again.
Seems to always keep finding us.
Well, alright. No half measures. We gotta do this properly.
Mm.
Whatever the fuck is out there is still coming for it, and now us. I'm sure.
It seems this isn't a good place to drop it off.
I don't know that any place would be with that thing going around. Thank you for the... Thank you. I've been calling you Adams. I forget your real name.
Jermaine.
Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I'm really bad with names. That's why I do nicknames sometimes.
I'm
Thank you,
bad
Jermaine.
with people, so I hope I didn't hurt you or anything.
No, it's fine. I guess kind of didn't really want to learn your name because I'm really done with attaching myself to this town after all the shit that's happened. So it was not fair of me. I owe it to you to remember that. And Astrid, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think Jermaine is going to respond a bit more understanding than you probably would expect. Like, look back at Tracy and just say, no attachments is very, very understandable and wise. If you want to keep calling me Adams, it's fine for your own sanity. Your day-to-day sanity is more important than my name. And she's just
Jermaine, I
gonna
might
get
still
up.
call you Adams, but from now on it'll be a term of endearment rather than me trying to avoid getting to know you better.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it's the least I can do after you fixed my hand.
Well, I have a feeling if I was better.
Oh, hello, Wan with the raid.
I
Hello,
figured if I
Wan
was
Wan.
a bit more
Hello.
resourceful or socialized, I probably could have helped in that situation a little better.
No. This is beyond socialization. This is beyond anything that we should have to deal with at all. There's shit going on that should be far above our fucking pay grade. We're not even getting paid. It's not a pay grade issue. It's just bigger shit than us constantly happening. And seemingly me and the people I associate with get dragged into that somehow.
You're not assuming that you're the cause of it, are you? You
No, I'm
wouldn't-
assuming I have the worst luck in the galaxy.
Well, I would
They
say,
seem-
considering you're not dead, it's not so bad.
Well, maybe that's just the universe's way of making fun of me.
We
Throwing me back
got
into the
lucky a
same
lot.
fucking fryer pan every goddamn time I crawl my way out.
I'm trying to decide if Jermaine's next move is going to hurt Tracy more or not.
Oh,
Hurt her.
So,
Make
Uh-oh.
me more.
so Jermaine works. She has money. Not a lot. She just has money. And I think Jermaine wants to reach into her bag and look with a very familiar tone and just say, like, hey, why don't we get you something to eat? My treat. You look like you could use something.
Can we go to Arby's by the mall?
We could go to Arby's, sure. You want some
They're
Arby's?
always open late. And honestly, I could use a nice cocktail. I know the bartender.
Jermaine starts slowly counting her money, like,
Wait, I heard Arby's, and did Arby's serve alcohol? What?
Oh wait, shit. Am I saying Arby's? I think I've been trying to say Chili's. My bad. Yeah,
I was like,
I don't actually keep these things in my
yo,
head.
no, I am down for some roast beef sandwiches and some hard liquor. Let's go.
Arby's changed their slogan from "We have the meats" to "There's probably a Chili's."
There's probably a Chili's. Arby's.
We have the meats, but
Arby's, get drunk.
probably go somewhere else. Sorry, my bad. I've been saying Arby's all night.
No, it's all good.
You clearly have something on your mind. It's understandable.
You heard the pre-game conversation then? Whoops.
Whoops. Oh, good times, good times. But hey, Raiders, thank you for coming. It's just a little after our normal break time, so why don't we go ahead and take care of that? And
Sounds fantastic.
While we do so, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about our delightful sponsor, HelloFresh, because I have to do this at least 2 or 3 times. But that's not really a problem because we already did it once, and it was a wonderfully legitimate, genuine conversation that the group had. But I just want to remind you all that HelloFresh is currently a quick and easy way to get yourself some wonderful, healthy meals. They have many options, including pescatarian, vegetarian. I do believe they have a keto-friendly option. They also have just regular meat eater options, which is where I like to go for. They also have a category that is called Fit and Wholesome, and you do all of the cooking yourself, which will also teach you a valuable life skill. You can easily customize your meals with HelloFresh, swapping out proteins and sides, or upgrading your choice of protein, or even adding proteins to a veggie meal that wouldn't normally come with it. It's never been so easy. It's also super sustainable, and Zonis had mentioned that they also come with recipe cards. So if you decide that you want to recreate these meals yourself, you do still have that option. Just remember, use our code. It is POGHF12810 for 70% off your first order, which we talked about this earlier as well. Using that 70% off, if you get it like right now, right now, while we're still doing it, feeding a family of 2, 3 meals is $18. So, for 3 meals is $18. It's a pretty crazy deal. If you want recipes for 6 days out of the week, this first deal for 2 people, $30.56.
They are also very, or at least for me, large portions. I remember having a good bit of leftovers between me and my mom when we did some of that.
Yeah, feeding just looking at it again, feeding a family of 4, 6 meals, 6 meals for the week, $57. So you're saving on this first box $145. Normal box price is a little closer to $200, but you are able to adjust this. You're not locked into anything. You adjust according to your needs, and this is one of those where if you're really torn between having to make something new that you've never done before or going out to fast food, it's real talk. It's about the same price as going out to eat at fast food, probably a little less, really. And then you get to do your own cooking, which is always great. That's the end of my shilling for the day. Oh, Twix, yeah, and you get a Twix. Zonis also mentioned they do put little goodies in the boxes too, so if you want a nice little treat, treats are great. That being said, that's the end of my shilling, because while I am promoting HelloFresh right now, we ordered pizza for dinner, so I'm gonna go get some pizza. We'll be back shortly. Just remember, your mics are still hot even if mine is turned off.
My mic's always hot because it's mine.
Baby.
Hey.
Be back soon.
Welcome to the Scarred Club. How's it feel?
Woo! I like how I very immediately distinguished my scar from Lydia's. I'm responsible for all of this scar. It's like, you don't think you're responsible for this? Fuck no. God just hates me.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Lydia is just like, I have to save my friendships and my freedom and my life. And Tracy's just like, I'm a bitch. I'm gonna get drunk.
I'm a bitch. God's a bigger bitch. I'm gonna drink about it.
I'm gonna have a cinnamon bun.
Meanwhile, Joe's just like the fucking pet god.
Apparently so.
Queen of having pets and being good with non-human animals and eldritch abominations.
I didn't even want this one.
It's not a scar, it's a superpower.
I don't know why, but I have this beautiful mental image of Tracy in the middle of a thunderstorm, like downpouring, and you just have like one of the little nips of like the worst alcohol possible, and just like, here's to you, God, and just throw it up into the sky.
Here's to you, God! It's fucking Fireball.
I like Fireball.
Oh, sorry. It's just like uncinamoned whiskey.
It's like everybody's
What is it? Jimmy Bean? Is that shitty whiskey?
I hate Jim Beam so much.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, there you go. It's Jim Bean. She's got one in hand. Here's yours, motherfucker! And she pours it out in the rain. She gets another one. And here's mine!
They have like this disgusting like blueberry chocolate Jim Beam nipper. It's terrible. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I had it one time because basically there was this, when I still lived in New York City, they had this little basket and it was like 10 for like $3. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I just took a scoop. And then I got home and looked at half of the flavors and I was just like, this should actually be illegal.
This is an affront to God.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that separation of church and state is a tenet of this nation, but somebody should ban this on blasphemy charges alone.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think what was the weirdest flavor I saw. I think it was like a gin that had like, it was like a 7-Up gin with this Yeah, it was
7-Up
like,
gin? What?
Yeah, it was like, I think it actually had like the 7-Up logo, but it was like gin with lemon and lime. And I sipped it and I was like, okay, the initial taste is 7-Up, and then the aftertaste was wet taint.
No, see, gin should go well with lemon and lime, but not 7-Up. 7-Up tastes like 7-Up has the metallic taste of Sunny D in my experience. It's like Sunny D but without the orange flavor, and the orange flavor really overpowers the metal in Sunny D. But 7-Up, I find, does not have that benefiting it. And as a result, it's probably one of my least favorite lemon lime mixers. And, oh God, it shouldn't go poorly with gin, but I understand that it very likely does.
I don't know what it was, but I was just like, okay, yeah, it's just like a clear soda with gin. Makes sense.
Well, there's definitely types of gin.
And I was probably... Like, it was just an immediate, I just spat it out like it was fucking mouthwash.
God, that's awful.
Vile.
I'm terribly sorry about that experience.
I've eaten ass tastier than that.
Touche. Haven't we all?
Oh God.
I've been there, done that.
On a counterpoint, one of the nippers was this like wild cherry raspberry bourbon. I don't know what brand it was, but that was amazing. It was
interesting,
thick, sweet, and it had this nice bitter finish. Oh, wish I could have remembered what it was because I would have bought a freaking handle of it.
Hell yeah. I'm not so much a fan of whiskeys myself. I play characters that do enjoy whiskey quite often because, I play a lot of characters that know their way around alcohol. But I as a connoisseur of alcohol, just don't really like whiskeys all that much. It's perhaps a weakness of mine. But
It was so funny because my friends growing up, whenever we were drinking, they'd always make fun of me because it's just like, oh, you only get like the fruity drinks, the girly drinks. You can't.
Oh my
It
god.
tastes good.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm the only fucker here who can handle half a bottle of whiskey and not be crying on the floor. So I don't want to hear it. I will have my Malibu Bay Breeze, and you can suck me off.
Hot? Yes. sorry. I don't see the downside of that, except having to drink Malibu Bay Breeze.
Listen, every once in a while. Okay, so to be fair, I would go for a frozen pina colada
I'm
first
teasing you,
over
I'm teasing
anything.
you.
But
I like Malibu.
Malibu Bay Breeze, they're good. But if I can get a good frozen pina colada,
Wow. Hell yeah.
that
I
would be
love
my-
frozen it's like the icy kind of consistency. If you make me a cocktail that's got like an icy consistency to it, there is a very, very, very slim chance I will have anything but a good time in drinking that.
There's
Daiquiris are just, absolutely god tier if they're icy-fied.
If you ever come to Germany, I have to bring you to this place called The Hangover. And
I would love to come to Germany. You fucking kidding me?
it.
Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Es ist of mine people,
Mein Menschen.
Mein Menschen, yeah. It's been a hot minute. I really need to freshen up on my German,
It's
but
fine.
yeah.
I stopped learning on my app because I just couldn't handle everything else going on. Anywho, me and 6 friends went out drinking, and to be fair, 2 of the people that we go out drinking know the owner very well. But I alone had 6 pina coladas, 4 shots, 3 Jaeger bombs, and something I couldn't pronounce, and it only cost me 42 euros.
Yo,
For the
shit.
whole thing. There is absolutely no place on the planet where just like 4 pina coladas is under that.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
I think the whole bill for everybody, it was under 200 euros. And we were there for like 9 hours drinking.
Well, fuck.
I gave him
Oh
a
my
nice
god.
tip. I gave him a nice tip. As much as they were just like, no tip. And we were just like, we took this table for like 8-9 hours. Like, take the tip, please. And I don't know. I wish I remembered this waitress's name because I want to sing her praises because she made the best Jaeger bombs I've ever had. They were big ones. She was not cheap on those.
Oh my god, I'm remembering now when I went to Stonewall in New York City on a clubbing evening with my local friend who's a baby tran, and we were just kind of having a good gay old time, and we sat in the corner while there was a drag show going on. We weren't really watching it, and we hung out with actually no, it was just a live musician. I don't think it was a drag show. That was the other bar we went to first before it, and anyway, there was like a group of like international folks that we were right next to, and a good couple of them were German, and they were like, "Oh hey, we're doing Jaeger bombs. Would you like some?" And of course, I was like, "Fuck yeah, we'll have one each." And he's like, "Radical, dude. Let's get some Jaeger bombs going then." You know.
Like, I think I've met the person you're talking about.
It was absolutely perfect. They just like, bought us fucking shot after shot, and they were having a great time, and we were having a great time with them, dude. It was lovely.
I have this friend here. He is one of the biggest sweethearts in the world. He does not shut up though. He will talk.
This guy didn't either. He had
Oh.
such a lovely accent.
But oh my god, whenever I go over to his house, he basically is just like, welcome, and he just like comes in from the kitchen with an arm of alcohol bottles. He goes, boom, we are going to have Wunderpot.
Wow.
Like, I love you, but you're like a 40, and I need you to be like a 9 right now.
That sounds fun.
He's an amazing cook. I cannot wait to get him over to my house and cook together because he has all these little tiny tricks that he's learned. Like, I thought I knew how to make pizza dough. this motherfucker knows how to make pizza dough. It is
Oh wow.
it is perfect consistency, fluffy and airy, and I don't know what kind of
Teaching a
spices he
New
puts
Yorker how to do pizza? That's fucking blasphemy.
That blew my fucking mind. But to be fair, so he was born and raised in Germany, and he's like, look, German pizza is great and all, but like, it's not that great. And I wanted great pizza, so he learned from a bunch of different sources, like, and he just kind of kept experimenting, and he figured out this one recipe for pizza dough, and it's the best dough I've ever had in my life.
God, that's awesome. I mean, if it works, it works. My mom raised me on homemade pizza too, and I'll definitely concede that my mom has a very specific style of pizza. It's definitely not like the, New York restaurant style of pizza. She definitely has a lot of like heft and whole wheat in her pizza doughs, but they're very nostalgic to me. So like, I have an appreciation for a maybe more like I don't know, harder crusted, solider crusted pizza, just out of a nostalgic taste alone.
Diamond encrusted pizza.
As a New Jersey resident, I actually have tasted the best pizza that the United States and possibly the world has to offer. So I actually can say this, with
it's New
with
Jersey
a little bit of
pizza.
authoritative stance.
You can have the authoritarian stance. It's fine.
I will have one counterpoint to that, because I have had most of New York City's pizza and some New Jersey's pizza, and while it is phenomenal stuff, there is this little hole in the wall right near where my father used to live called Hometown Pizza. I have never had a better chicken bacon ranch slice in my whole fucking life.
Where was it?
Chicken ranches tend to be cut above the rest anyways, though.
It's in Thomaston, Connecticut. It's a little freaking like in the middle of nowhere town. Like the population's like 2,000. It's a tiny little town, but that pizza, I swear to God, there isn't a single pizza joint in New York that can make a better chicken bacon.
Yeah,
than them.
I actually have a similar experience. I'm not one to pretentiously be like, oh yeah, it's the water that New York pizza gets. I don't think that's just bullshit, right? In my opinion. Like, obviously, having fresh water is part of making a pizza, but like, it's not how pizza dough gets good. Sorry.
Really said too. This place also has phenomenal Clams Casino pizza.
Hell yeah. In New Jersey, like actually in the town that I currently live, there was until recently what I consider the best pizzeria that I've ever gone to at all. Bar none. Better than any New York or other New Jersey pizza that I've ever had. About 4 years ago, it burnt down an oil truck. It's like a big truck carrying oil had busted brakes coming down the big hill that goes into town, and it just rammed right into that fucker. It was a huge explosion, biggest like property damage that this town has seen since like the 1920s, when half of the Victorian-ass wooden houses burnt down in a fire, which, always happened back in the 1920s. But, yeah, no, like, it was just a huge explosion, and there won the best pizza in possibly the entire state. Galasso's Pizza. Their arugula pizza was something to die for, and I don't think I've ever had a comparable slice of pizza. I can still summon the taste to my mouth on will if I want to, and I'm actively salivating just thinking about it. It was that good. It was so memorable.
There's a place that used to deliver to me, which they were so fucking good. They would like work garlic butter into the dough. Oh, they had so much cheese, the sauce grated. They would put donair meat on it for you.
One thing that I am cooking for my German friends is apparently garlic knots are not really a thing here.
Oh my god, they don't know about the glory that is garlic knots? Damn, those poor fuckers.
And a New York City garlic knot with the freaking chunks of garlic on it, and that garlic butter, and like that little golden toast on the outside with the olive oil. How about blow these motherfuckers' minds wide open?
Gotta change their whole worldview.
We have cookies.
Good.
Yeah, no, I asked half my friends, I'm like, have you had garlic knots? And they're just like, what are, you mean like the garlic clove? And I'm like, no.
How do you not a garlic clove?
How have you lived this long and not had garlic knots?
That's great.
Next pay, I'm ordering a pizza.
We had pizza and it was good. But there's some seafood pizza down there, and I am not hesitant to try it, but I took a whiff of it first, and that's usually the mistake with seafood, is just try not to smell it first, because if it psychs you out, then it doesn't matter how good it tastes.
I see that you are not a seafood connoisseur then, because the scent should not push you away.
Well, that's the thing, is if seafood smells funny, it's an indicator that it's funny.
Oh, okay. If it is funny smelling seafood, yes.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. And like
okay.
the part of me that's like, no, it's okay, just eat it or give it a try, is because it's crab, shrimp, and Alfredo sauce on the pizza. So it's just kind of like, it should be all right. I usually don't do like cheese with seafood, but I also understand that if seafood is in pasta, a little bit of cheese is fine. I've just never had it on a pizza. So I want to try it, and I'm going to give it a shot, but there's that part of me that's like, the smell.
At least it's crab and shrimp. They tend to not really be the bigger problematic fishes. If
Yes, exactly.
That goes wrong. So it's probably fine.
It should be fine. I'm like, there's the initial hesitation, not a full-blown worry, which is...
Don't worry, I've had mercury poisoning before. It's fine.
What? I've never. What is that like?
It's horrible. Okay, so it's not mercury poisoning, but I have an incredibly light seafood allergy only when I've ingested a certain level of like the mercury that can sometimes be found in the fish. And I get hives probably about the size of golf balls.
Oh no.
Yeah, if they're very painful, excruciating. In fact, I felt like my arm was gonna rip open one time. So it's not an actual seafood allergy. I'm just allergic to the potential mercury and shit that can be in them. So I have to.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yikes. Well, on that note, everybody's back, so let's kick it, as the kids say.
Let's do it.
Back to the trauma.
Yeah, I was kind of offering a meal to Tracy in case she wanted to go to the diner to talk to her anchor.
Yeah.
My anchor is not at the diner. My anchor is actually at the place that I suggested we go.
Oh,
Another diner. We were going to the Chili's.
Yeah, the Chili's bartender.
Oh, right, that's right. Why was I thinking your anchor
Oh,
was...
I went to the diner the other day.
V's anchor was Tracy's mom at the diner.
Right.
Yes,
right.
that also. There's a lot of reason to go to the diner, but I did call out of work tonight, so I probably shouldn't go to the diner.
True, forgot about that. Okay, yeah. To Chili's.
Chili's, maybe back ribs. Driving, Chili's.
Do you remember the name of the bartender?
Oh, yeah, that's a no for me, dog. I don't think it was particularly important, but it's also, if somebody remembers.
It may not have been.
Maybe it's...
I feel like it was a mistake of me not to write that down somewhere.
Well, that's on me too, because they have your
Yeah, my original anchor was at the borders there. I've kind of resolved things with her as far as I'm concerned, and also like took a little bit of a darker turn towards the end of things. So
What you mean? Nothing was dark.
She wasn't ready to murder people for you. It's fine.
Oh, here it is.
I mean, also I haven't seen her since I last saw her with Lydia, who I have also not seen in a while.
Yeah.
So stares at camera. There's some layers to it.
You do the freaking cutaway thing like Malcolm in the Middle. He's like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm feeling several things. Let's figure this out with some alcohol.
All right, so
That's what Chili's is for.
Yeah, so the scene opens with you
Push to
all.
talk.
And push it up.
Oh.
I remembered my push to talk. I did not remember to turn my mic back on.
Oh.
Ha 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 ha! Ah, silly me.
It's a move.
Quick question. What are you all doing with
Licky
with
Poo?
Licky Poo? Is it Licky Poo
Oh.
or Licky Boo?
That was
Licky
Boo.
Poo.
Licky Boo.
Doesn't matter.
It's a licky
Doesn't
with
matter,
an ooh
it's gonna get
sound.
it. Doesn't matter. It's gonna get us killed soon, anyways.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We won't live long enough for this to be a consistent name.
Okay, so you all walk into Chili's with Licky Boo
I
on
think
one of your shoulders.
I was gonna say maybe my purse
Okay.
or someone's purse. I don't know if I'm comfortable enough with my own purse, but I definitely would be like, all right, we can't leave this fucker in the car. Just
Yeah, it's like a
somebody wants to
satchel, so
volunteer.
just in that there.
Yeah, Joe's the
look-
monster
Okay.
tamer.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
Joe the Monster Tamer should tackle this one. I agree.
Okay. All right. So Licky Boo, you put Licky Boo in your purse, Joe?
Yeah, it's more like a satchel type thing. But
Satchel. Okay. You
An
have
artist bag.
Messenger bag.
yeah. You got a little crawler in the bag, and kind of there's like all three of the eye stalks are like poking out, but it's like tucked down in it, but it's looking around. So, but you all walk into Chili's, and I think when you do, like, two of the eye stalks slip inside because it's there's a little more people. Hi, dog. But as you all there's a few people getting some food for now that they're finished with school or not quite the end of the workday, so not super crowded, but there's a few people there. There's enough people there that there's a small crowd. Where does everyone go? You just sit down and order?
I think we should probably get a table as far.
in a booth in the back.
Yeah, as far from eye shot. As
Sorry about
possible.
that. Dog care things.
No worries. So, you all make your way to the back, and I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna tell Pat that I think we're gonna get a booth as far
Smart.
away from people as possible in case the little eye stalker gets a little more rambunctious.
Yeah, Joe's sitting on the inside with Lickaboo between her and the wall.
Okay. So you all sit down at this booth, and there's a moment passes before a waitress comes by and starts passing out menu, drink list, whatever, and says, "Anything I can get y'all?"
Did we determine my bartender friend's name?
Yes, I found it. It's Ben the Barton.
Ben the bartender?
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
easy enough.
His last name is the bartender, so it was a really
Yes, it is the
convenient
bartender.
job choice.
Hey, is Ben on today?
Oh yeah, he's up at the bar right now.
No, rad. I might say hi to him. But yeah, let's get, I don't know, starters or something.
What's your
What's everybody
favorite,
having?
Tracy?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
Oh god. My favorite food that they serve here, because I'm fairly certain they're probably not going to be able to make me my mom's famous 4-cheese mac and cheese. But let's see, I don't know. I like their fajitas.
Jermaine will just look over 2 fajitas.
I'll take a sampler platter.
All right.
Potato skins and water, please.
You got it.
Also, let's start off with a bowl of chips and salsa for everybody, yeah? And the guac.
Do they have the guac at Chili's at this point?
Oh shit, do they not? Was that a recent thing? Fuck.
I think it's a 2000s thing.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
The guacamole economy destroyed.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, guac became a thing more like early 2000s.
That's bizarre to me. Like, I would think that a faux Mexican restaurant would, like, at the very least have guac before the thousands. Oh, whatever.
It's possible. Well, it's okay. Alternate universe, they have guac.
They have guac.
Oh man, I'm starting
if
to
we can-
understand why Tex-Mex is not considered legitimate.
Look, if this game system can have like loops into other realities, I think they have guacamole.
I don't know about that one. That might be too much to ask.
So, she nods and says, "Coming right up." But as she walks away, does anybody want to talk about anything, or you want to head straight to your anchor?
I think the anchor conversation should maybe come after we have the quote unquote talk, because we've probably got a lot to talk about.
Moment goes
So-
by, and your appetizers are brought to you. While you all are ready to talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, and a strawberry daiquiri, please.
Coming right up.
You want to sip, Jermaine?
What's it taste like?
Tastes like strawberry, lime, sugar, and
All
cold.
of your problems melting away.
So it's cardiac arrest in a glass.
Yeah, there's a little bit of numbness that comes with it too, and I can't tell if that's the alcohol or the substitute sugar they use.
She'll take like a little baby sip and just be like, fruity.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
Just sucks like a third of it down.
I'm gonna get another one of those then. All right.
There's a soft.
Sorry, I'll pay for that one.
Joe sneaks a potato skin into the bag.
Oh, that's right. They have those potato skins there. Oh, those are so.
He starts slipping a potato skin in the bag, and I have to remember to start calling them Lickaboo now. Lickaboo pokes their head out, and the tongues do kind of like wrap around it, and just kind of like slinks back inside the bag. You might have some crumbs in your bag now.
Hmm.
It's like going to the beach, never get them out.
How's your hand?
Right. Yeah. Hurts a lot, but that's probably not surprising.
Yeah. I hope I did it right. To be honest, I don't
No.
usually work on living bodies.
You did fantastically. Definitely better than I would have. I don't usually have to deal with that sort of thing either. Although I did once, cut my hand and some broken plates at the diner, but that's a different story.
Of the diner. How are you gonna explain everything to your mom?
Right. Well, fuck if I know.
You just had a small accident partying too hard with your friends. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's gonna look pretty irresponsible for me to. Fuck, whatever. Yeah, It's not probably the most believable thing.
Why don't we go back to my place after here? I've got plenty of makeup. I can make you look less like you right now. And I'm sure your mom will think, oh, you just cut your hand having some fun. It's fine.
I'm not sure you can, No, actually, you know what? I was just about to say I'm not sure you can make me look less like I'm dead inside, but honestly, that's what your family does for a living, so...
We make dead people look full of life on the day they're buried.
God.
Dead on the outside or dead on the inside, I got you.
That's hilarious. Oh man. That's... Fuck.
Just shaking her head.
It's about the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Hyperventilating. Does anyone have a brown paper bag?
It's a lot funnier than it should be.
Okay, but breathe in, breathe out. Slow. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm scared
funny.
for this girl.
I'm good.
Jermaine is just like hand over hand, like sitting at the table, just eyeing you. Like,
Gonna need another one of those daggers.
Yeah, she just downed that daiquiri in one go.
Just trying to mentally remember when alcohol poisoning sets in.
A little bit later for me than most.
Yeah, you do seem practiced, but did you just open a Budweiser under the table? How did you sneak beer into Chili's?
It's not like they're checking the bags or anything.
If they were checking the bags, we'd be in trouble.
All I imagine is the waitress comes by, is like, how's your food? There's just an audible can open. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, good.
Speaking of, she does come by and give you all your meals and says, if y'all need anything else, just let me know.
Of course, thank you.
Oh my god, my heart hurts from laughing.
Sorry.
It's okay. Do we know that you have a... Oh yeah, you said out loud that you were gonna go say hi to Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to the bartender after this, but we should probably talk about, you know, the slug and the purse, whatever the expression is.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about the slug and more about the
Or the cyborg in the woods. Sure, either way, talking about some sort of thing that's in something.
Racing.
That was, yeah, inarticulate, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I wanted to, after that encounter, would I be able to, what role would it be, to, like, I guess, comprehend, whether any of the parts that were on that thing were familiar to me, whether from the part that I picked up from the janitor, or if there's been anything at the morgue?
Well, it was covered in blood before we shot it, so...
So you do have... Are you talking about the plating part with the tubes that you have?
Yeah, I have that plating part, and was just curious because I know also my anchor Emmett has some parts as well, and I don't know if there'd be anybody potentially that have been worked on at the morgue that might have parts that... that?
This would be a calculate tech.
Calculate attack. Oh, Lydia! Shit. Well, let's give it a shot. Oh.
I don't think that rolled right.
Minus.
Oh no.
How,
Because
That doesn't make sense.
just roll one dice. Well, it does because they have -2 dice because of the conditions.
Oh yeah, you always have at least one die. So yeah, just roll a normal die.
Wow, that's a something. Yeah, no.
You're not sure.
Picking one. Okay.
Fuck you, roll 20. Fuck you.
Yeah. You look at this thing. You're beyond seeing the missing plate on the cyborg. You're not quite sure what this piece does. Now, as far as like dead bodies go, absolutely, you do see cybernetic parts on some people. Usually very minor, like a prosthetic limb or some kind of device to that's placed internally to help an older individual's heart or lungs or something less extensive than what you saw in the woods. Like there are people with cybernetic enhancements. That's fairly common with how technology had previously advanced. You've never seen someone that was enhanced to such an extent as you did in the woods. And as to what the part you have with you does, you're not sure.
Hey, Jojo, you can draw, right?
Yep.
Do you think you could sketch up something like, something that looks like that thing we saw? I've seen people have come to my morgue that have had parts in their bodies, but, you know, usually a part, pacemaker, a prosthetic, never to that extent, and I kind of want to see if maybe my dad has any records, if he sees what I'm talking about.
Sure. Just one quick question. Did anybody else notice that there was the blood on it too that was dried?
Like it's been hunting before.
Like it might have been the one that ripped apart the janitor. And not Mama.
Oh.
Wait,
That's
do
could
you
be the
think
case.
the janitor has been keeping tabs on this little guy and he got out?
Oh.
And the janitor was just in the wrong place at the wrong time?
maybe that thing eats whatever this little guy is supposed to be.
I would say definitely to the wrong place, wrong time. I don't know if he was keeping tab on our little Blickaboo. Joe's gonna start opening another sketchbook and start her initial sketch phase.
As you start to sketch, there is you feel the thing's legs on you as it kind of climbs out a little bit, and there is one eye stalk paying very close attention to you drawing now.
This little guy really likes you.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I'm attractive to them.
Another eye stalk looks at Jermaine.
Hi. I don't know what you want.
Maybe we should give it some of the. So the food's arrived, right? So I got my fajitas and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
grab
all have your food.
some lettuce and be like, didn't we establish earlier that it wasn't really keen on like meat or maybe even fried foods? Let's see if it likes just raw lettuce. I feel like that's something that natural animals enjoy, but maybe it's got some natural animal in it somewhere.
I'll try.
Its third eye stalk has turned to Tracy as she spoke.
Gonna put some lettuce right next to the satchel.
It moves over. It does try to keep one eye on this fascination of Joe making lines appear on a flat surface, or making something appear. But it does kind of like move over, and it does start using the pincers to, like, the three tongues come out and pull the lettuce closer and starts nibbling on it.
Yeah, all right, cool. I guess it likes lettuce. Gonna eat my fajita now without lettuce.
I want to, once it finishes eating, I want to just get its attention, like with a snap or something, and I just want to be like, up, stand up.
Just like, you sure this is the right spot for this?
Give me. This would be a charm heart. The ability to make them do what you.
I'm gonna be right back.
No success. Okay.
It is too enamored with eating and watching this drawing, and while it does show some capability of paying attention to multiple things at multiple times, it's still just a little thing, and it's.
So either it doesn't like me or it does not know command. So maybe the janitor didn't have this thing? Or at least maybe not very long?
I think he's just a little too distracted at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
Like, he's still a baby, so.
Is it a... Well, I guess it could be a baby. It's a big baby. How big is the... I mean, I'm assuming this thing comes from an egg. How big are the eggs?
Not sure about that, but I know Mama's big.
Yeah, did we actually see Mama, or am I misremembering?
Joe did.
Okay, Joe did.
When
Yeah,
she
okay.
looked.
All right, well, I'll take your word for it. I mean, that's very disconcerting. Hey, when you saw her, did you see anything else? Did you see, like, people, like the cyborg guy?
Nope, I just saw Mama.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask, what the hell are you talking about when you see things?
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain it for those of us who aren't in,
Hey,
Joe, I would like you to make a comprehend roll right now.
comprehend. 1.
You start to feel a little bit of a headache. And for a brief moment, you feel cold hands on you, like they're pulling you away from that question. But in that moment, it's gone.
Joe's gonna give a little shiver, just close her eyes, take a deep breath. So, as Joe's looking at Drain, you've probably guessed, and I don't know if you have, Astrid, but there's kind of more than one reality. And I started to be able to catch glimpses of that about a month ago when we first started to have all this trouble.
I knew there was more than one.
And the other reality is not really that good. It's
Which
flooded
other
and there's decayed.
Okay, so wait, are you talking about like have you seen the underworld then? Like death and decay? Like what? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
What conditions does Joe have right now?
She has scared, exhausted, and injured.
Okay. As you begin talking about this and describing it to everyone, some of your memories flood back to you. I'd like you to also tick upset.
Okay.
Ooh.
It I don't think it was the other one. I think it was just a failed reality that split off from ours a while ago, or it'll come after ours or before ours.
I mean that sounds a lot like a. It sounds a lot like a Land of the Dead or something, or like an afterlife.
I don't know if it's an afterlife. It's more like a same time as life, but opposite of sort of situation.
So
Yeah,
that's why you two are so in the head.
I mean, I don't see things like Joe does, but I've borne witness to what comes out of all this shit.
Still a little strange and hard to believe, but I've seen my own share of weird things.
Yeah, well, I don't talk about it for a reason. If I didn't witness it firsthand, I wouldn't want to believe half the shit we've seen.
We went there,
And
we-
back again.
got back.
And, went back in time in the process, too. So,
Oh, yes, it's always fun.
let's do the time warp again. Tracy says, in the absolute most half-hearted attempt at that song.
Just the most deadpan delivery you can give.
I mean, I've been believing you for the most part, but then time travel.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound super realistic, but trust me, it is.
I brought an axe back somehow.
I mean, you can get an
Yeah,
axe
it
for 4 seasons.
Could also be that we were in a simulation the whole time. It's kind of wishy-washy, but
Wait, do you have an axe?
oh yeah,
A
you did.
proper Viking axe, but that's
That makes her perk
Back
up
in my home.
just a little more. Really now. Didn't realize you are an expert on proper Viking.
Well, I mean, proper Viking according to the people who made the Viking bots.
yeah.
Ah, so you've been to Viking land.
Well, we met someone who's from it.
Oh yeah?
Yarnbot.
Her expression darkens quite a bit. You've met some yarn bots.
That
Yeah.
has saved my mind.
How is Yarnbot?
Right.
He's dead now.
Ah, so it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay.
His axe that we have. No?
Hmm.
So he's with us in spirit or axe or something.
I'm sure he's in Valhalla, so yes, in spirit.
Well, he died fighting, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
twice actually.
Double Valhalla for him then.
Jermaine is just like, you didn't think she could get more pale as a ghost, but she's just getting there and just staring at all three of you having the weirdest conversation she's actually heard.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, okay, where and how did you see this other world?
Honestly,
We didn't
you
really place to it, just kind of,
fell into it.
yeah.
Jermaine, Licky Boo has crawled. They're partly still in Joanne's lap and partly in your lap now too.
Has Licky Poo gotten bigger since we've met?
No, they're a crawler. They got a long body,
Like roly poly.
like a roly poly. They curl into a ball.
I'm gonna slowly move my hand past its little eye stalks to like its back and just place my hand on it. I don't know where you came from, but you don't seem dangerous. At best, you seem like a nuisance.
3 tongues kind of stick out and taste the air. What is Joanne drawing again?
Cyborg.
I asked
Okay.
Joanne to draw a mock-up of the cyborg we saw, so I had something to show my father. So he doesn't think I'm a lunatic.
Okay.
If there's nothing else major, maybe Tracy should go cure those conditions.
Yeah. All right. So Tracy, after entertaining the conversation for a bit, is probably going to excuse herself. Though we haven't resolved what we're going to do about this situation, I think it's probably for the best that she go say hi to Ben. She's gonna get her stuff up and sit next to the bar, drop her card down.
I would like Tracy to give me a... I'm going to say force body to endure the physically demanding situation of imbibing so much alcohol.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
We're at my current condition level. Okay.
Oh no.
Yep.
Boom.
Fuck.
Tracy is a
Hey!
fucking alien deity.
You are a barbarian. You are just raging all the time.
Let's fucking.
You're drunk. You're definitely drunk, but you carry it well. And you do not stumble or fall over or vomit or anything. You don't even feel nauseous as you make your way over to the bar, and you do see Ben, the bartender. He looks over his shoulder as he finishes up with someone else at the counter, and says, "Oh, Tracy,
Hey.
welcome
Another
back.
rough-
Welcome back."
Thank you. Yeah. Hate that I come here on the worst nights, but it is what it is. Any chance I could get another daiquiri?
Well, I've already made a couple for you, but you seem to be holding yourself well, so all right,
My buddy drank one of them.
that might explain it. And so you see him start to mix it in front of you, and he says, "So, what's got you so glum this time?"
Well, I guess I can't really tell you everything, but I can tell you the skinny of it, I suppose.
However much or however little you need.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about it. So the thing that I thought was over last time we met, or well, not last time, but the first time that we met, thing that I was really, really super happy about being over is not over, and there's more shit to deal with. It just seems to be piling on and on and on. And it's always something new and worse, and now there's other people getting dragged into it, and I really don't want to deal with this again. I want to move on with my life and not have to deal with constant external forces just throwing me in mortal peril or what feels like it, or tough situations that people like shouldn't have to deal with. Fuck. It's hard to say without saying, but it's for the best that I don't. It's just bullshit.
He finishes making the drink and slides it over to you. And as he starts to put the bottles and mixes away, life's always going to be throwing something at you, and whether you're there or not, people are always going to get involved. But if you don't want to deal with it, then you walk away from it. But if you want to get through it, and he's doing the thing where he's not going to pry into it, but he's not going to ask for the details.
Well, if I walk away from it, my friends will have to walk into it, and there'll be one person down. And, I guess at this point, I'm kind of experienced with dealing with the kind of bullshit that we have to deal with. Doesn't make it easier, but I couldn't do that to the people that I care about. I can't just walk away from this.
Then you have better character than most. And
doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't feel like you have better character than most?
Yeah, just feels like I'm constantly fucking unlucky. And not me nor my friends can catch a single fucking break.
Your character's not based on what life's throwing at you, but how you deal with it when it is thrown at you.
Oh. Feels like a movie line, but you know what? It actually makes me feel a little better.
He kind of chuckles and says, it wasn't meant to be, but... And he kind of gestures to his hair and says, I didn't get these gray strands without walking away with a little bit of wisdom, I guess.
Well, they suit you. So does the wisdom.
I appreciate that. At least I got something to pass on to my kids.
Well, tell them to pass on your strawberry daiquiri recipe too. Because you make a good one.
I appreciate that too.
Thank you. I know that what I'm doing is, well, I know that sticking to what I'm doing is probably, for the best for everybody involved, but that doesn't mean it sucks less. I don't understand why I have to be thrown into constant danger, like actual danger. I should be going to college. I should be thinking about fucking what sorority I'm gonna join, or what classes I'm going to take, or what the fuck career I want, Instead, I have to think about not fucking up right now.
Do you feel like your life is being threatened? Because I can...
Don't call the cops. It's not that. God, that wouldn't help at all. No, I guess I'm
if-
being exaggeratory or something, but
If whatever it is as serious as you're making it out to be, then
fucking feels serious.
then your friends are lucky to have you looking out for them. And that's what I mean by having a better character than most. Just make sure that you stay as safe as you can. Keep your friends as safe as you can keep them. Not at the expense of yourself, but you do the best you can do, and things generally turn out a little better in the end.
A little better in the end. Sounds nice. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. And he says, well, I'm not supposed to drink on the job, but he does lift a bottle.
That's why I like you.
I won't tell if you...
Honey, I am way past telling. I'm just hoping one of them can drive me home.
You can clear your conditions.
Hell yeah.
I desperately need to see James.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in dire straits.
Absolutely.
You know, we need more guns.
More gun.
We need to America this real quick.
Welcome to
James was the only contact that didn't have a gun. He had the bat. Oh.
a valid point.
What's everyone else doing?
I am awkwardly eating my fajita, being completely happy with knowing that I'm kind of right that there are other worlds out there, but at the same time just sitting there like, oh shit, there are other things out there.
I was
Shit,
right.
There are other things out there.
I was right.
I was right. We're doomed. In your face.
We're all gonna die, motherfucker. I was right. Wait. Take that
Joe's just finishing up her sketch, and she's kind of a mix of conflicting emotions at the moment. And she's also just fucking tired.
You're one notch above broken, my friend.
I know.
What'd you do with the sketch?
Just put last finishing touches on the sketch before closing it up.
Okay.
Astrid's eating, watching the other two freak out over stuff and be tired.
You seem to be a lot handling all of this very well, Astrid.
Oh, it's not that I'm handling it well. I've to say that I've experienced my own share of trouble is probably the best way to put it. I was one of the people who had experienced Viking Land when it was shut down, so you can imagine how traumatic that sort of thing was.
So many bodies.
So many bodies.
Trying to think if I would have intimate knowledge of the so many bodies from Viking.
Your family would
Kind of.
Your family would know. Your family would know what happened in Viking Land. Yes.
Yeah. So, before Viking Land shut down, it became a major amusement park, run by Sunshine Farms.
It was basically Westworld, but it was people could dress up and pretend to be the gods in a Viking village, and the Vikings were all robots like Yornbot, so they were programmed to react normal and treat the wealthy elites who showed up there like they were the gods. And the incident that happened at Viking Land was they found out that across the lake was a Christian youth camp that they raided, and to say so many bodies was a lot of people got blood eagled.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You were there. Wow.
Yeah.
The official story is a little toned down, I guess, but it was enough that that park had to be shut down.
Mm-hmm.
I am impressed that there is not a headstone with your name on it.
And
no, thankfully not.
Yeah, and Jermaine, you would have seen the result of what it actually was, even if the official story was toned down. The bodies you probably saw, kind of suggests otherwise.
Yeah, some of the bodies that came in looked like Lego sets fresh out of the box.
To shreds, you say.
To shreds, you say.
Oh, and how is his wife taking it? To shreds, you say.
Oh my god. I kind of want like a grandfather now that's just Professor Farnsworth.
Good news, Jermaine!
Good news! We've harvested a bunch of organs. And they're all usable. Oh god. Yes, okay, so alright. You have seen some shit. Got it. Understandable. You'd think with some of the shit I've seen, I probably wouldn't be so about this.
You all hear it from underneath the table.
Wait, underneath the table? Where is he? Uh-oh.
Underneath the table.
Uh-oh. Joe gets looked down. Buddy, what's up?
There is Licky Boo on the floor, picking at some food on the floor.
Box him in with your feet. Do not let him.
Oh no, don't let him out. Box him in with my feet.
Okay, I don't think we should be in public much longer with this little guy. He's gonna get us.
He's still curious for his own good.
Yeah.
That's probably when I stumble back over, having reclaimed my card and, barely able to walk, and to kind of slide back in where I was, and I say, all right, so, we're probably going home soon, yeah, or something. Did we decide what we're doing next? I'm sorry, I probably wasn't paying that much of attention.
Mm-hmm.
We need a place to hide this guy.
Yeah, that guy, right, shit.
Why don't we go to my place? Because one, there's a couple places we could probably hide him where my parents won't notice. Two, we can probably have some privacy. And three, I'm not sure if Tracy's gonna keel over, so I probably want to get a spot ready.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna sleep in a coffin either.
She can lay down on the mattress in the van. It's fine.
Yeah, I just
actually sounds pretty nice. I could go for a bath.
We have a probably a chemical shower at this point in one of the sheds, but there is a shower.
Actually, I think I'll just do the van then. Sorry, maybe I should get a coffee. I'm a little tired.
Mm-hmm.
Licky Boo crawls up to Astrid and Tracy's side of the booth.
Hey there, buddy. Why you got 3 eyes?
Jermaine just leans over to Joe slightly and be like, I'm not a religious person, but I feel like maybe there should be some sort of prayer to whatever deities are around that Tracy doesn't kill them.
Yes, you do.
Wow. Those are pretty eyes, though. That's crazy. 3 of them. Wow.
Is she usually like this?
Not this bad.
They crawl over to you a little bit, into your lap.
Oh, I guess we're doing touching. Okay. All right. This is fine.
Kind of like stands up on its back legs. And the eyes kind of peer up.
I do the cat thing where it's like, just like.
It retracts a little bit when it sees you lean away.
It's not like an active attempt to move away. It's just like the neck becomes part of the chin, sort of cat move.
Yeah, it does a thing that like that I guess a dog would do when the 3 tongues come out and they're
Like dogs do when the 3 tongues come out.
with the 3 tongues, yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
You
3
know.
tongues up where a dog leans forward and tries to like do that light. That's the word I'm trying to say. Light lick to your chin.
No, I want you to explain the dog with 3 tongues.
The dogs have 3 tongues. Didn't you know?
No, it's just new to me.
New to me. Keep going.
Lickaboo does have 3 tongues, however.
Cerberus, duh.
Ah, got him. Yep, you're
There
right.
you go.
Got him, GG.
But leans back.
Oh, here, that gif. That's Tracy right now.
Bonk. Okay, Astrid, let's set up that mattress in your van. We're just gonna. I have a buddy who works the night shift. I'm gonna be up late, probably. We'll keep an eye on her. You guys just sleep in the driveway tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds good. It wouldn't be the first time I've slept in a driveway.
You'll be in the van still. Don't worry.
At least this time there's a car to be in.
Yeah.
There's someone I need to talk to first before we go. If you guys want to get them into the van,
Oh,
should
where do I have to
just
talk?
be a few
I
minutes.
want to talk.
Yeah. Actually, is the movie theater near where we are? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's in
What
the
is
same
what
mall.
is same mall?
Oh, it's a movie theater at the mall. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So why don't you go talk to who you gotta, and we're gonna fireman carry Tracy to the van.
I can probably.
Joe's gonna hand her bag off to Jermaine. It's like,
I got it. And I'm just gonna look at Tracy like full on mom mode. Like, even if you could walk, you're not walking.
Do not carry me. I have a gun.
Astrid will
we don't
fireman
need
carry
to do
her.
this.
Jermaine
I'll-
holds up one
Fuck.
finger. Yeah, Jermaine holds up one finger and it's just like, point to the real one.
Too late.
that's my nose.
She's getting the Scandinavian fireman carry. She's
That's my tits.
But they're real though.
Yes.
Yes. I'm
All
pointing to the real one. It's you, homie. The real one. Come here. I want to hug you.
I hate everything about this conversation.
You're so real. Don't ever change, pony boy. Girl.
Go do what you gotta do, Joe. We got this.
That was from Catcher in the Rye or something, I think.
The Outsiders.
Outsiders. Whatever. They taught in English class. I'm good. I'm good to walk. Promise.
You're already being carried.
You're already in Astrid's arms.
She's saying all this from Astrid's arms. I'm good to walk, I promise. Oh wait, why is this guy moving?
Man, I am walking. The sky's moving. This is great.
I'm so good at walking, I didn't even realize it.
I'm a
Wow.
natural walker.
Fucking incredible walking. So good at walking, guys.
You're a pro. You got this.
Oh, God.
And to the theater.
So good at walking. You don't even have to touch the ground.
I do want to clarify for the audience, I'm not actually drunk.
Yeah. But
Just play one on TV.
Yeah, you just play one
I
on
just
TV.
play one on TV and
It's
have
just-
a lot of intimate familiarity with how I am when I'm drunk.
I may be drunk, but I'm a professional drinker.
Damn, that's me, IRL. Anyway, though.
So you all split off a little bit. Probably tuck Lickaboo back into the bag. Although no one said they did, so...
Tuck the damn thing back in the bag.
I
the
believe
nitrogen vein
there
so
was
she could do
custody transferred from Joe to
Yeah.
either Jermaine or Astrid. I think it was Astrid.
Yep. So there's most of your food was eaten. There's some on the floor, but you all leave, and I guess we'll follow Joe first. So Joe, you go to meet with
James.
James
And his giant peach.
Yes. James, giant peach pip pap. Sorry, I vaguely remember that movie.
It's cute.
And it had 2 witches in it.
I remember it was stop
You know,
motion.
They were just his
and it
odds,
wasn't.
but yeah, close enough.
I remember there was a sexy spider lady.
There was a sexy spider lady in that one.
She was unnaturally sexy. She was just wow.
There was
You were in the
also
movie.
there was also a bull that was a storm cloud.
Yes,
That was a pretty
his
interesting
parents.
Pretty sure they revisited that in Centaur World, by the way, which is a show that you can watch on Netflix. It's pretty
Absolutely
good. It's got
fucking
two
watch
It was
Centaur
pretty good,
World.
yeah.
Centaur World is great and goes super fucking dark really quickly, and I love it.
The tornado. That's absolutely a reincarnation of the Rhino Cloud. Am I wrong?
No, you are correct, and just oof. Like I wasn't.
One of our thousands of souls.
Jesus Christ, I was not ready for the second season of Centaur World.
It went hard. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just all of it. Yeah. Okay, continue.
Without spoilers, you never would have loved me for who I am.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Joe, you head to the movie theater, sneaking your way towards the back. I'll say easy enough. You probably catch. I think the scene kind of slides over a door as it kind of like opens, and James steps out and starts to walk down the hall and pauses and does a double take and says, "Oh, Joe, hey."
Hey, James. You got a moment?
Takes a moment, looks at his watch, and says, "Yeah, I got a couple minutes. Come on." And gestures for you to follow. It'll probably like lead you back a little bit, just outside the break room. Does James smoke and or drink?
Yeah, it's the 90s, so probably, yeah. Not a
Okay.
heavy on either, but still.
Well, they don't smoke in front of you because you're a friend. So, if they don't do it habitually, then they're polite enough that they don't do it in your vicinity.
Okay.
So, what you doing here? Doesn't look like you're here to see a movie, so
I needed to talk to someone, and you always seem to be able to pull me in when I'm kind of lost.
What's wrong right now? Is everything all right at home?
Oh, yeah, everything's going good at home. Just some things.
And remind me again. He's one of the only people who know about your attempts, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So, I feel like he kind of like looks over his shoulder and says, making sure that the two of you are alone before saying, "You didn't try to do anything again, did you?"
I was gonna shake her head. No, I haven't. Just
There's a look of relief.
sorry.
No.
Don't be sorry
don't
to
be.
make you worry.
Don't be. What's bothering you?
So some weird things are sort of happening again, and it's ever just feel like you're being pulled into something, pulled like down in a way. It feels like it's starting to happen again, like it did a couple months ago, and
Going through another rough patch then?
yeah, and it
Yeah, look, it's like if I'm gonna be, entirely honest, I'd getting out of town is something that's always been on my mind every now and then, but a little hard to do on my salary.
oh well, nod, yeah.
But sometimes it's good to get away. You said something's dragging you down. Is it someone giving you trouble? Is it?
It's not quite that. It's feels like something's pulling me into danger, and whenever I feel like I'm in danger, I feel more alive. Or Joe's start moving her hands because she's frustrated. She doesn't know how to fully explain this. This feeling she is like we were almost in a kind of bad car accident today, and I should have been terrified. I should have been like, I'm gonna die, but I listened. Like,
Are you saying it's? Are you saying it's you're feeling complacent or exhilarated or?
I'm exhilarated when it happens. Like I didn't die, and I was in danger, and I'm.
Well, I don't know how I feel about you being in danger, but I mean, I can understand, feeling exhilarated. Is everybody in the vehicle all right?
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
As long as nobody was seriously hurt, then. But if. Gosh, I don't know. If there's something that you enjoy about thrill seeking, then I would just say, pursue it if that's what makes you happy, but be smart about it. Be safe. Yeah.
Just gonna nod. Like it's. feel alive when I'm in danger, but I know I shouldn't feel that way. I should feel better when I'm not in danger. And
Well, I guess I don't know how accurate this is without knowing the full story, but I guess you can think of it kind of like, I don't know, like the first couple Aliens movies. You know, Ellen Ripley never went looking for trouble, but always knew how to handle it. Hopefully they don't make any movies where they just continue to have people be idiots and stick their faces into things.
that'd be awful.
Don't be like that.
So
Be smart about it, like Ellen.
be smart when I face the danger, okay? Try that.
Or fight it in your underwear, whichever works.
Or fighting in your underwear, whichever works.
She's gonna punch his shoulder for that.
He kind of chuckles a bit. But don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it.
I'm worried if I reach out too much, it will hurt someone else.
Well, chances are less likely that people get hurt when they have others who are helping.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody does it alone.
At least we can do it well.
How old was James again?
I think he's 20?
So he's in college.
Yeah.
School's having a dance coming up, right?
Friday, I think, yeah. The Monster Mash on rollerblades.
Now that sounds dangerous. So I'm pretty sure you're looking forward to that then. Based on what you told me.
Yeah, I was gonna be a vampire.
Alright. Well, like I said, just be safe about it. If you and your friends were in a car accident, then if you need someone to drive you all, then just let me know.
The van's fine, it just kind of spun out.
All right. But he reaches one arm around and just as a friendly gesture, pulls you into a hug.
No, I'll hug him back.
Glad you're all right, though.
Me too. Thanks for talking.
That's what I'm here for. That and really good movies.
You do play the best, yeah.
I'm speaking of the Alien series. I hear there's a new one in the works. They're calling it Alien Resurrection. Got high hopes for it. It's definitely not going to be terrible.
Oh no.
That
we're,
John is
we're definitely gonna watch it together.
It was very much an awakening, but just a terrible movie.
totally wrong take. Yes, Awakening, also great movie. Shut up.
Resurrection, oof.
Only the first two were good.
I am allowed a single bad take, and that is that Resurrection was a great fucking movie.
That is your bad take, yes. It's like
That is my single bad take. Resurrection slapped. Lesbian rom-com. Let's fucking go in space, no less.
and furthermore, like everything that Ron Perlman is in gets a pass, but oof, was it a bad movie?
You gotta look at it. You gotta watch it stoned. You gotta look at it as a monster fucker lesbian romance in space.
Yeah, but when it becomes like the incest baby monster fucker, that's where I like hard.
I mean,
we that thing was fucking weird looking. There was regular xenomorphs all day. That fucking thing, whatever the fuck that was, nah.
For
xenomorph with a human face.
It's a xenomorph movie where for once you're not shipping the xenomorph and the humans, but the human or the xenomorph human and the robot human. All right, that's
like you still get your xenomorph fucking. It's just that Sigourney Weaver is the xenomorph.
Sigourney Weaver is the xenomorph now. Exactly. That's how you gotta look at it.
No, Sigourney Weaver is Sigourney Weaver was an alien smashing goddess, is what she was.
Yes, but
and now she's an alien, comma.
But remember, she was dead at the end of 3. So the one in Resurrection is literally a clone, and they cloned her with Queen DNA. So she is Queen bitch domination.
She's a monster fuck. She's literally a monster now.
That's the thing though. She didn't need to be because she was already a queen.
Shay, you are 100% correct.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. You didn't need this movie at all. This movie didn't need to happen, but they decided that it would, and the only way for her to be back was to say she's a fucking clone, and so they did.
Didn't she also say it was like the first two were the ones that she actually cherishes?
Yes, she didn't want to be in the third one either. And that's fair because the third one is also hot garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third one was meh.
Yeah.
Fourth one's really gay.
The fourth one is really gay and very 90s. Like it is so 90s in how bad it is.
It really, really is. Look, it's not a great film. But
look, it's coming out in 2 years now. So.
I know. And listen, like the epitome of edgelord is the motherfucker with the gun strapped to his arms, and it just. I remember 1997 me thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. and it turned out to really not be cool at all. It was the dumbest fucking gimmick in the whole movie.
I didn't mean to start this.
No, you're fine. We should be wrapping up.
Everybody has strong opinions on the Alien series.
Oh,
it's
our HelloFresh sponsored wine down talking about Alien Resurrection.
I love this.
And yes, let me get to a closing point then. Sorry everyone. Okay. But yes, you may clear your conditions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As you and him look forward to seeing this new big movie coming out, it will definitely, whether it's good or not, it will definitely hold an impact for the 90s. Anything Sigourney Weaver's in does. So the scene's gonna transition from there and over to the rest of you heading back out to the van. And I meant to bring this up before, but I think as you're returning, probably after the adrenaline's kind of died down a little bit, Astrid, you do see on the one side, passenger side, there is a fist-sized dent in the side of your van.
I'm sorry, one more time. I zoned out for some strange reason.
That's what happens when we think about Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, listen. No, Zonis's line in the chat distracted me.
There is a fist-sized dent in the passenger side of your van.
She starts swearing in Swedish.
And this, to be clear, that's where the cyborg hit the side of the van.
Mm-hmm. She's not happy about it.
No, you need to hate the cyborg.
Yeah, gonna have to lightly buff that out. Yeah, no, she's not happy. They hurt her baby. So she's gonna drive. Am I waiting for the other two to finish up their stuff, or am I just dropping the rest of us off?
I mean, we can all go our separate ways.
Well, not you. we're staying with you.
Oh, okay. Well, you're saying dropping like.
I would say for the sake of ease, they can catch up to you in the parking lot. You're carrying someone, so.
Okay. Yeah.
D&D rules, half speed, whatever.
I just didn't know if we were leaving them behind to meet up with them tomorrow because we're staying in Germain's driveway.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
All right, well then I'm leaving them behind. Get wrecked, fuckers. We're gonna carry the drunk girl to the parking lot. Astrid is going to see the dent, and she is just going to swear profusely. She's not happy about that at all. Yeah, she's just gonna go to her like little toolbox and take out like a little ball peen hammer and just ding it back out from the other side.
All right. So you get to work. Go ahead and give me a Tinker Tech.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna use my signature item, my portable toolkit.
Oh shit!
Add that bonus.
Fuck you, piece of garbage. She is upset. I'm rolling again.
Okay. Hey!
Fucking kidding me. 3 successes.
3 successes. So not only do you pop it back out, but you also get a bonus. You can make it more durable than expected. Bonus up to 3. So you get a 2 bonus for having 3 successes. You can make it more durable. It can do more than is expected. It's more discreet than expected. I think durable fits the situation most here.
Yeah.
You reinforce that shit.
It makes the door so good that a railgun appeared on the side.
Yeah. Suddenly a turret grows from the side of it. That's how that works, right? You hit the thing with the hammer until something new builds on.
I mean, That's how a lot of video games work.
Lego Star Wars, baby. That has taught me everything I know.
Got that video game logic. Yeah, so that's me. I'm gonna put them in the car and we're gonna leave.
All right. So does anyone, before we start closing out, does anyone want another scene?
I would like one next week because it's gonna be my condition clearing, but we don't have time. We're over.
Certainly. So I think as the vehicle's pulling out of the parking lot, the dent repaired and reinforced, there is a moment where the scene darkens again and returns, and There's what we see is a familiar cyborg trekking through the forest. And as it steps out, it climbs up a hill, and its face mostly obscured except for the one part of the jaw. There is the wound from the gunshot as it lifts one arm, and a probe comes out and starts heating the area, and there's a sizzle as it cauterizes the wound before staring out across this hill. And down below, we see the expanse of the unquarantined part of Stillwater as the cyborg begins to descend. And that's where we'll call it.
Yeah.
Before I forget, experience. Hey,
Right on.
did you all participate in the session?
Yep.
I would say
I
so.
think so. I tried.
Yeah. Did your problem or relationships get you into trouble with a capital T?
Oh boy, it did it.
Yep.
Yes,
look at you
it
did.
did.
Sure did.
Everybody take another. Were you broken and forced to take a scar?
One of
Yes,
us
I was. Thank you very much.
Add that one to the list. Did you put yourselves in harm's way to resolve the mystery?
Yep.
Yes.
Y'all carried a weird critter, a weird alien critter,
Into
back
the
to the
quarantine.
quarantine zone, and were followed. So yes. Did you learn something new? If so, what?
Yeah, that we're being hunted by cyborgs.
You are now.
Yeah, fucking cyborgs.
Well, that
Thanks,
tops me off. I'm taking another level. Fuck all y'all.
Learn that the thing that killed the janitor probably wasn't the mama.
Yeah, it was like the cyborg.
Very good one.
Something's trying to pull Joe in. Also trying to make her not talk about what she sees.
You all learned that Astrid was a survivor from Viking Land.
Jesus.
True.
Learned that one. Gonna look into that.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
I'm gonna go through some of the old catalogs. See what's TikToking in the ground over there.
what are the kids doing over on the TikToking?
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody mark up your experience. We will return here next week. But if you all would like, go ahead and give us your outros. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and all that good stuff.
All right. Who are we starting with?
You.
Me?
Let's start with Pat. Yeah.
Oh, I
You
missed,
talked
I missed
first.
that.
No, you're just the first one who spoke up. It's all you.
Okay, all right. Well, hello there, everybody. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long. Find me on Twitter, which is actively a train wreck, at long_spider. You can probably find me in a couple other places. I'll have that ready by next week, I hope. Yeah, so I co-run Diesel Shot, the fellow Twitch channel to this lovely channel. And yeah, you can find me throughout the week. We have a game on Mondays, which I believe will be resuming this Monday. We've had a bit of a week, 2 weeks off on that one, but High Road should be returning on Monday. And on Saturday, we are making our big return to the Dragon Eye Blues campaign. The single most effort I have put into a campaign to date. It has no stops, full art for the cast, incredible maps, amazing. I've gone through so much homework to get so much custom music for this. It's fucking phenomenal. I'm really, really happy with how the campaign's turning off. Or going off. It has been 4 episodes, and we're coming up on our 5th. I should be putting out a recap video sometime later in the week that I'll keep everybody in touch with if I do it. I'm hoping I do. It's a lot of work again. But either way, that's happening Saturday on Diesel Shot, 8:30 p.m. EST. come check it out. It's just a lot of gay fun. And yeah, that's my spiel. Check me out on Diesel Shot.
Next up.
All right. Let's do Zonis.
Hi everybody, I'm Zonis, not safe for work artist and tabletop RPG artist. You can find me at Tumblr and Twitter.com/Zonis. And I will be here every Wednesday playing for the foreseeable future Jermaine Elliott.
Awesome. Over to Dougler.
Hello, everybody. I am Duke93. You find me. Oh, and Tumblr because it's honest. This Duke93 on each of those. I stream art. I play video games, and I'll be here next week and Thursday and another day as well.
Shay, close it out.
And then I am Shay the Fae on Twitch and probably not on Twitter much longer. I have some questions about Tumblr because I thought Tumblr was very restrictive and kind of burned themselves in.
They saw the writing on the walls and quickly backtracked to regain what they lost years ago.
Ooh, really? How far have they backtracked? Because that sounds lit.
Well, to let porn people back in.
Right on.
So they backtracked a little bit, mostly because they were put in a weird position because of the credit card payment processors. They're basically like, yeah, you can't do full porn, but nudity's back on the table. So it's something.
Yeah. Sorry, Shay, continue.
Okay. We'll see. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, that's really it for me. You can find me pretty much mostly on Party White Games right now, where I either run or play in various games done by the show.
Well, excellent. Before we close out, I got to make sure I hit my third talking point for the stream. Our sponsor today has been, of course, HelloFresh. You can use our code from HelloFresh. It is... Oh, it disappeared on me. Come back! Come back! POGHF12810 for 70% off plus free shipping on your first box. Just all the wonderful things to go over. Enjoy fall's freshest flavors. Every HelloFresh recipe includes ripe, just picked produce that travels from the farm to your door in less than a week. You can also cozy up with some delicious sweets and get the whole family involved in HelloFresh's limited edition baking kits. Wow, that sounds great. HelloFresh is up to 72% cheaper than dining at a restaurant or grocery shopping, according to a Zagat dining survey. So it has to be true. I believe it. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Anyways,
Sounds real to me.
yeah, sounds legit. And
I have a bio degree. I agree.
yeah, I agreed. And so, I mean, we've talked about it, multiple times here already. You've heard from other players here on the channel that have had it and used it. HelloFresh is pretty great. I'm probably going to be ordering a box just so that we can say that we've tried it as well. That way I'm not shilling something I haven't tried before. But if it's any better than the last one we used for her, they were okay, but their portion sizes were a bit much. This one, the ability to cook and have the recipes and all that stuff sounds great. So I think we're going to give it a shot and try it and see how that works. Otherwise, you can catch us tomorrow to do some more shilling for HelloFresh when we play Waterdeep Epic Heist. Our players figured out who had killed Volotham Kadarm. And have been returned to Waterdeep from the astral plane, so they're a bit excited to see where I plan to take it off of the written adventure path, because now it has gone from a level 1 to 5 adventure to a 3 to level 20 adventure, thus the epic side of the epic heist. So if you're into that, catch us tomorrow at 8:30 and buy some HelloFresh. Y'all have a great night.
Buy some HelloFresh, and remember, if you need help remembering that code, I remember it by saying Pog, have fun, 12, 8, 10.
Yeah, that works. Actually, Pog, have fun. Be a real Pog champ. Have fun.
Hell yeah.
I don't see anybody to raid. Everybody's playing World of Warcraft.
Fangirl Review looks like they just went live.
Who's that?
I don't know. Fangirl Review is a friend of our show. She's cool. She actually made she does a variety of stuff. I think right now she's kind of just talking, but she made me this little baby.
Ooh.
Girl review.
Yeah.
I mean, we can raid them and you can say hi, so that might be a good little kickoff for them. Sure. Let's go raid Fangirl Review.
All right. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, she's I met her recently. She lives up nearby me, and we went to a mall and we ate food there
Sweet.
together.
Cool. So everybody stop by and say hashtag mall food so that they know that they're on the bit. And we'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Woo!